Welcome, Saints Nation. We are back on this lovely Saturday afternoon for some CRL action. It is opener numero tres, number 3. I'm joined on the desk with the one and only, the Holy Juan. Theo, how are we feeling this weekend?
I'm doing good today, Wyatt. It's another CRL Open, the third one of the new season. They were able to win the first one, the second one. They made it to day 2, but weren't able to make it too far. I think top 6 finish they had. So had one really good one, one mediocre performance probably for their standards. So today I think they're looking back to getting through day 1 very smoothly and then really putting on the pressure in day 2.
Yeah, you touched on it. So far, Saints are a first place and then a third place in terms of the last 2 opens. Now, I think hopefully, as every team is looking to claim that first place yet again, but I think a rival that we're definitely going to see tomorrow will be Maryville. They stayed consistent throughout this entire tournament, getting second place both times, looking to do it again unless other names like Saints and Northwood have something to say about it. And I'm really interested to see how Saints come back because you said they went first in the first ever one and then they dropped down to third against Northwood and Maryville, taking that first and second place spots. I think they're definitely big competitors to go up against, but we'll have to wait until day 2 comes to figure out what happens.
Yeah, and what happened last week was Northwood, they lost 3-0 start the day against the Saints, and then they made a lower bracket run. Then they beat the Saints, and then they played Maryville in 2 Game 7 bracket resets, and they were able to come out on top. So Northwood, as you said, definitely a big name to look out for. Had a great last week, and as you said, Maryville, as consistent as can be, has made the finals twice, just hasn't been able to hit the top spot. So I think this week definitely Maryville is going to have a bit more hunger. They want to get that first place finish, and they've been so close. So it's going to definitely be hard for the Saints, but that's a day 2 project. Have to get to day 1 first.
Yep, and for day 1, it looks like we're going to be facing up against Venados first. I don't have a lot of knowledge or experience with casting this team, so it could be anything. And that's the thing that I personally love about CRL is how they organize it. It could be anybody taking out anybody. I mean, sure, we've got the Saints, we've got people who are on top 8 teams in the World Championship Series for Rocket League that are with us, but there's still anybody, any 18-year-old that could come out from their basement to beat the entire team in a single map. It's anybody's game in this kind of format.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of names that you probably wouldn't hear too often will be going up against very top teams, especially early on in the tournament. But as the day progresses, that's when we're going to see the names that we really do know more and more. In theory, anything is possible. Upsets are possible, but in Rocket League, it's not too likely to happen when like a very non-known team is beats a very top team, just because that's just how it works. The favorites are the favorites for a reason.
Yeah, and we know our first matchup. We know it's against Venados. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a second to get ready, and we're going to cut it to a quick break. When we get back, we'll see the Saints facing Venados. Clair Saints green team will be facing up against Venados. And I mean, Theo, how excited are you for this matchup?
I mean, it's going to be a good one. It's starting off the day right for the Saints. Definitely want to get an early victory here, make it nice and easy for themselves. But they just did beat Texas A&M, a pretty decent team. So, maybe the Saints will have a bit of a challenge, but I definitely expect them to breeze through the first few rounds for sure.
Yeah, I know. I can definitely, I can feel that the Saints aren't too stressed about this one. Definitely, when we get to some of the bigger names, we'll have a little bit more to push back on. But right now, they're just taking their footing, and like you said, they just want to start the day out strong. They want to start the day out getting that first win, claiming that first hopeful 2-0, and then leaving the rest of the day to whatever it may be.
Yeah, and with the Saints, sometimes they like to do some unconventional strategies. But today, I'm not really expecting too much of that. I'm definitely expecting a very simple game plan, which when they follow, is very hard to beat. When they start doing silly things like having both people try and hit the ball and overextending, having no defense, that's when things can really fall apart. So definitely wouldn't expect to see too much of that today.
Yeah, but it's also good to see a little bit of that because that shows a little bit more character. That shows a little bit more of like personality in the team that we're not all like, go, go, go. We have to win, win, win. We're here to have fun. We're in college. We're here to enjoy our time and we're here to make friends and we're here to have a good time. But we are also here to win. We cannot forget that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everything you said is true. And in the end, winning is nice, but yeah, you have to have a good time while doing so. But in these players' minds, when you're really competing with the best of the best at all times, I mean, winning kind of gets put into your brain. It's kind of like you have to win, you're expected to win. And, it's important for the players to remember that that's not really everything that matters, even though it is pretty important.
I mean, yeah, well, especially when you have players like our roster, where you've got Sai and you've got Jazzy, who came off of a CRL World Championship win, and then you've also got Arju, who is currently playing on a top 8 NARLCS team, and he might even go to the first major over in Birmingham, which pretty exciting in like your college years as a student to be able to go over to Birmingham to play, but. Nonetheless, let's get into this game talking about the CRL. Let's see how Saints will take this first one.
Yeah, they're gonna have control here. For the Saints, is Jazzy, Arju, and Zai. They are on orange here, and Fabrizi, Papu Misterioso, and Tips Scale here for the side of Venados here. So, game gets underway. Nothing too crazy early on. No early goals like we see sometimes. As Jazzy gets it over to Zai. The shot's on target. Follow is there from Arju, but pretty solid defense from Venados. But there's Arju coming in again. Saints start off strong. They get a quick and easy early goal.
Just laying down the law, shot after shot. Sai was up, down to Arju, and then Tipster just didn't have enough lift on it. Just couldn't get high enough, and it's all said and done. Saints are up 1 now in the first 30 seconds, and now off the kickoff, Arju is going to get a demo onto Fabrizio. Not a good way to start out the second one. Sai with a 50 against Fabrizio yet again. Going to get it past him a little bit. Jazzy going for the musty, trying to get over one, doesn't get in the net just yet, but Sai is there in the mid to knock it up and deny any further aggression. Jazzy on it now, gonna bang it on the wall over Tipser, but Papu is there. Now Sai in the air, down to Arju, going to try to find something in front of the net for Jazzy. Doesn't get the timing just right, but Sai is there for the recovery.
Yeah, I mean, Venado's trying to get something started on their attack, and there's Arju playing a very dangerous ball across his own goal. But a nice little tip here from Jazzy over to Zai, and the finish is there. Venados just didn't have any defenders back there. You could see they both went for that one, but the clearance wasn't good enough by Tipster Scale. And just a nice tap in here from Zai, controlling the car perfectly, giving the Saints a 2-goal lead.
That little twirl and touch just gets me every time. That was so good out from Zai. Now 2 up. Let's see how the Saints can continue it. Arju going to try to get on the ball, but no, Papu is going to bang it up for Fabrizio. But Sai is already on the ball. He's already in the net, and it's already 3-0 in a minute and 30 seconds into the first game.
Yeah, I mean, this is what was expected from the Saints, and you could see them definitely performing like the team they are. I mean, Venados just cannot seem to find anything to go their way as the Saints. Their passing play has been good. Their finishing has been good in front of the goal, which sometimes is a concern. Now that they're up 3 goals, we might see some more ambitious tactics and mechanics, which would definitely not surprise me at all from the Saints here, as we might see some highlight goals coming up soon.
Yep, they love to get creative with it. They love to play around the net. And Arju going to try to go for a fancy schmancy one right there. But now Sai is going to pass it down to Jazzy and is just going to take it all the way in front of the net, but cannot find it in the goal just yet. Arju there for the demo. Now we're going to pass it down to Jazzy, who's got it off the wall. Fabrizio has the read and has the touch, but Sai has control. He's going to keep it to himself, pop it up a little bit, over to Jazzy. Jazzy's now going to take it over to Arju. He's going to flip, reset it over the entire team of Venados and find it in the net. What a way to go. 1, 2, 3, tick for tat. Just everybody on the St. Clair team contributing on that goal.
Yeah, Venados just cannot seem to be able to stop the ball there. Saints air plays so well, makes it so hard for their opponents to read what they are going to do next. And Saints starting to get a bit of a blowout there, but right as I say that, there is Papu Minster getting a goal for himself. Straight off the kickoff. Doesn't look like there's going to be much here, but it's actually Jazzy putting it in his own net, so you can see a little bit of those shenanigans that I was talking about come out there, and it leads to Saints scoring in their own goal.
You know, it's 1 goal, it's 4-1, half of the game is still remaining, and when you got people like Jazzy on your team who is just going to put a shot right off of the bat, I think it's safe to say done that the Venados have to pull something out, unless Sai is going to be there to put a 5th one in now with the back foot yet again. Of this entire game, Venados have to pull something out of their back pocket, or Saints are going to take this first one with ease.
Yeah, it looks like it's a pretty smooth sailing for the Saints right now. Let's just say how it is. They're finding opportunities wherever they want, whenever they want, getting the ball up the field so easily, and it seems like Venados are just all over the place. Haven't really had too many attacks here. This is kind of the first time they've been near the Saints' goal, other than the own goal from the Saints. And the defense is very simple. You can see the Saints' rotation are very good so far. They've been always able to have a man where needed. There was a bit of an open goal, but Papu didn't get the best touch. There's complete whiffs on it, but nobody is there to follow up from Venados. And kind of a nice opportunity there for Venados, but Saints playing good enough defense to hold on to their 4-goal lead.
Yeah, Saints are just looking great at it. Right now, Arju is on the ball yet again. Going to try to find it past Fabrizio, but doesn't. He gets a little tapped over, but now Jazzy's onto the ball. Finds one, a good 50 to leave it to Sai, who tops it up yet again, but Jazzy doesn't have a lot of boost. Nonetheless, he still gets it out of their hands. Now Sai's going to pop it up for himself. Jazzy gonna try to hit it again, but Arju is there for the safety, has a full tank of boost, and is gonna try to go for a double, but doesn't get it. He misses it. Now Papu has control, tries to get over one. And something that I'm really noticing is the difference here between Saints and Venados is just like air control. I mean, we saw one of those goals before. It was just all 3 of the Saints were in the air contributing to it. And it seems like Venados just don't have the power to combat that. The air is Saints' playground, and they are using it to the max.
Yeah, I mean, both Saints mechanics and pure positioning is just top tier here, as Venados has been struggling to get out of their own half. Finally, they are able to do so, but you can be saying starting an attack again, all 3 members flying through the air, as Venados get the defensive stop for the time being, as finally they control it for a little bit, but there's Zai winning out on that 50. Jazzy completely misses it, but doesn't lead to much, as Venados have not been really punishing any of the Saints' mistakes. The only goal for them was an own goal, as I think Saints gonna look to put one more in the net, but a good save there from a tipster. As with 7 seconds and counting down, looks like game 1 is in the books. It's gonna be the Saints taking it and putting themselves on a serious point.
You know, as a Saints fan, You love to see it.
Yeah.
You love to see the 5-1 off of the bat. And you love to see the boys bringing out some competitive and very creative plays like they did. I mean, the one goal that I'm going to keep probably mentioning for the rest of the day was just that 1-2-3 where you had Sai, Arju, Jazzy each top it up to each other one after the next, and then Arju was just able to slot it in with a flip reset. Well done to finish out the first round. And then if you're a Venados fan, they've got to pull it back. They've got to get a little bit more control in the air, and they've got to have a little bit better positioning. I mean, Sai, Jazzy, and Arju have just been able to find the right angles at the right time where Venados are not considering to put any walls up or any defensive action towards, and it's gone against them. It is their bad omen in this game. They're not considering all of their options.
Yeah, I must agree with you. A lot needed here for Venados to bring it back. It doesn't look too good for them at the moment, but it's a fresh game, 0-0. 5 minutes of Rocket League to go. Anything is possible, but if things keep going like they did in the last game, definitely expect a similar scoreline here from the Saints. You know, up one game, definitely wouldn't be too surprised if we see some more crazy tactics coming out as Jazzy going to give them an early lead, just flying through the air. Defender cannot do anything on that goal line, and just like that, Saints corner the goal.
These are moments that you cannot let the Saints get. If you put the Saints in a one-on-one position, I'd have to say 9 times out of 10, they're going to beat you on it. So you got to double up. You got to get 2 attackers or 2 defenders against 1 Saints defender. Now, if you've got 2, you need the whole team there. If you've got 3, I'm sorry about your luck. But it just seems that Saints are just overpowering them in a lot of different ways. And now Sai is just going to take it slow, but he doesn't get it over for Breezio. Arju is in the air now, going to try and draw a little bit of confusion. But Sai taking it to the back. Jazzy looking for, gets a touch to the back just to keep control and keep it out of the hands of Venados. Now going for the team pinch, finds it, but it does not find the goal. And now Arju is going to take it back to his side of the court.
Still smooth sailing here for the Saints. Nice pass there over to Jazzy. Gets it up in the air. Nobody from Venados even goes up to contest. And I mean, if you're just allowing them to fly through the air uncontested, it's going to lead to a lot of bad goals. Looks pretty simple. I mean, you would think someone from Venados would be up to challenge that 50 there, but both teammates, maybe a bit of miscommunication there. Just nobody goes up to defend against it. Now Saints double their lead. Still 4 minutes to play. I don't think Saints are showing any signs of slowing down. Zai gets it over to Jazzy, or tries to at least. Now it's going to be Arju forced to play some defense here. Has the 50, but it's a good job by Venados getting in a bit of a dangerous position, giving the Saints something to worry about. But now Saints getting their passing play through the air sorted out. Jazzy looking for a shot on target. Venados keeping the ball for another goal. A very dangerous game plan against the Saints. A demo comes out there. Zai tries to get the pass over to Arju, but can't get it. Now the Saints going to be all rushing back to play some defense.
You know, they're pulling their punches. They're not being as aggressive as before. The scoreline is still in a probable situation for Venados to come back if they can find those minuscule opportunities that the Saints are allowing them to get with their creative and wacky plays right now. I mean, that touch from Jazzy down to Sai, I just couldn't see that. And now Jazzy's going to take it up yet again from the back of his court. Going to try to find Arju with it. Possibly a team pinch. Doesn't come out though. And now Sai's going to take it up. Gets another touch onto it. Ceiling pinch. Looking for it off of the corner. Cannot find anything just yet. Now Arju's got to get there yet again. A double off of the side. Got to take it out of their side. They got to find some defense. Papu is there, going to try to take it out of their control. He does. And now Fabrizio is up. He gets another touch, but it's in front of the net, and Arju is there. He's going to find it over one. Going to continue that. Going to try to find it over another with a double tap. But it doesn't go the right way. But Sai, luckily, is there to catch it. Now with the double reset, he just finds it. I mean, what a way to put it into the goal.
I mean, a very nice goal. It seems like anytime the ball's like flying off the back there, Venados defenders refuse to go up with the Saints. They just sit in their net and I don't just pray, I guess. Hasn't worked out just at all this series. The goals have been flowing in, and it's been very good finishes from the Saints from in front of the net. But I think Venados definitely have to do a bit of a better job of contesting the offense here, as Saints looking to push forward and get another one. They leave their net wide open, so a lot of counterattack opportunities for Venados. Jazzy gonna hit it back towards his own goal. Gets it out of danger there. Arju has full control of it. Fabrizio is taken by. Here's Jazzy. Puts it right in front of the net. Arju flies through, gives it to Zai in the corner, who tries to give it back, but doesn't have the best control there. And Venados surviving for a little bit, but with 3 minutes, with 3-0 and less than a minute and a half to go here, Wyatt, might be all she wrote here. Saints look to put the nail in the coffin.
Sai looking to go for another double tap. Doesn't find it though. Now Arju is there to follow it up. And try to get it past one another, but Sai is there to block out Fabrizio. Papu is just not quick enough to it. Now Arju has it off of the backboard, doesn't find the second touch. Sai is there, tries to put it on net, but cannot find the right angle. Now, coming back, Arju is going to try to... No, he's not going to try. He's going to leave it for Jazzy to get a ceiling pinch off, and now he's going to take control. He's going to get over Tipser, and he's going to find the net with Sai with a very awkward and unorthodox assist there.
Yeah, Arju gives it to Zai, who's just flying through the air, and he gets the finish there. Nice and easy. 4-0 Saints. We said they need to start off very, very quickly today, and that's exactly what they've done. And looks like Venados have completely given up. Easy goal here for Arju. Nobody contest, or yeah, for Arju, nobody contest the kickoff. Not too sure what they were thinking, as it's all Saints with a minute to go.
Yeah, you know, you have the time, but do you have the manpower that the St. Clair Saints have?
Like watch.
And I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, because Papu is just going to put it right in the net off of the kickoff. The Saints are just going to give it up to them.
Why, you have to explain to me what's the game plan there? Like, what's the thought process when that happens?
The thought process is to instill a little bit of hope, but make them realize that it's still 5-1. They've got a little bit on the board now, so it's not a complete shutout, which keep their hopes up just for a little bit longer. But then Saints, with 45 seconds left, it seems all but certain that they finished this out. Now Sai with the pass to Arju is going to find it in the net, and it looks like Venados is going to assist them in that play.
Yeah, great goal here. Zai gets it over to Arju, gets it back to Zai, and yeah, an own goal here coming out from Venados. Hey, goals are goals, you know, stats are stats. You don't have to tell nobody where the goal ended up. As we're going to get underway yet again, 6-1. Just a formality at this point, but this game definitely over as Saints put another one home. They're just showing off at this point, as they love to do so. Zai gets it over to Arju. They get the pinch, and no goalkeeper saving that.
That is sadly twice now that Tipster has been caught on the own goal. He tried to make the defense honorably, but just didn't have the right positioning to handle that team pinch out from Arju and Sai. And now Arju's on the ball yet again, going to keep it on their side. Jazzy's going to try to follow it up with a flip reset off the back, but doesn't get it. Now it's back to the Saints side, where Sai has to play the defensive role. He's going to get it out to Jazzy, who's now got it down all the way down the field to Arju. He's going to try to pop it over another, but no, Papu is there, finds the shot on target, but Sai is there to defend it out. Finds an amazing psycho to get it all the way across the goal, across the pitch. And now Sai is just going to put the 8th goal in for the Saints. 8-1, 2-0. What a great way to start out the first one.
Yeah, great series here from the Saints. Smooth sailing, no real obstacles. As expected, one of the top teams in all of collegiate. Through day one, we're going to see a lot of matches like this. Let's just say how it is, or expect to at least, because, I mean, these players are just so strong. They're so good. There's only so many players on this planet that can compete with the top level here. So Saints having a great first series, getting a good momentum in, not really having any problems. You see, when they really went up a little more, they started showing off their great mechanics, and you know, it's good to stay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're just about to get into the second match. It's going to be Saints against Spring Arbor University, who were just victorious in their last matchup. Saints obviously had a very strong showing game one, looking to continue their momentum in the second matchup.
Yep, and I mean Spring Arbor, we don't know much about them, but we know their roster. They've got Scorpion, they've got Terpsky, and they've also got Zaragoza, which seem like some pretty interesting names. We could see a little bit of a closer game here unless Saints decide to pull no punches and go full throttle, 100% on the gas. But we'll wait to see as we get into match.
Yeah, still a lot of Rocket League to play, so obviously the Saints don't want to burn themselves out too quickly, go too crazy early on the day. It's not a sprint here, it's a marathon. As we have a quick look at the bracket. Some real notable opponents, Conestoga, DQ against Purdue University. So that's very, very interesting. Not sure what happened there, but maybe a bit of a unfortunate circumstance because they're one of the top teams. The rest of the teams here relatively good. You can see Wake Technical and University of Florida down there. Purdue playing against Rochester already on the next round. So we're gonna see some very strong teams quickly through to the next rounds. You can see Drexel going up against Thomas University, West Virginia University, another very strong team down there waiting to play their match. Columbia College playing Iowa State University, Davenport University playing Daytona State, and our other team, the Saints, taking on Northeastern. They're playing their match right now in Saint C2, I believe. So wishing them the best of luck. We could even see a Saints matchup in the finals today.
Yeah, I am expecting a possible Saints matchup at the end of today, but there are two other names that do speak to me. I mean, Davenport is out there, and then also we've got West Virginia, but nonetheless, let's get through this first game before we start thinking about the rest. It's Spring Harbor University first to St. Clair College, looking to start it out strong yet again. Scorpion is on the ball now, going to try to take it downfield, but no, it's quickly blocked out by Sai, who's going to control it and get it under bone defender, but doesn't find it over. Zaragoza, he finds the save. Well done to him, but now it's out to Jazzy, who's going to try to pass it out to Sai, a little wide, doesn't find a good touch onto it, finds a flip reset down to Arju. Now Terpsky off of the backboard is going to find another save, but Jazzy is there from the corner, swooping down to score the goal.
Yeah, I mean, Spring Arbor is showing a little bit more resistance than we saw last game. They're actually going up for these balls, not allowing too many free shots there, but Saints just too good, too quick there. Before the contest even came through, the shot was off there, right on the target, and a great goal there by the Saints to get the scoring started. It just seems like the Saints in the air are so dominant. It doesn't seem like there's many teams that can compete with them. Once the ball takes off of the ground, they can just control everything so well. And now it's gonna be Spring Arbor University put in a bit of a tough spot, down the goal early. It's one of the top teams, gonna give up another one. Bit of a lackluster defense there as the ball dropped in front of all three members. Roger just flew in from nowhere and puts it in the net. I mean, Saints have all the momentum on their side.
I mean, yeah, Arju starting out strong yet again. 2-0. There's still 4 minutes left. So Spring Harbor, if they've got a loose cannon, they can let it go. And it looks like it's going to be Scorpion who is going to strike first for Spring Harbor University.
Nice finish, Arju. Not there in time, but that was just moving at such a high pace. Just a nice 50-50 pinch there for Spring Arbor. Bounces in their favor, and a nice finish at that. They show a bit of life, but I don't know how long that's going to last. I thought there could have been a goal coming right there, but Zara is there for the defense in time. As now it's a 2-1 game, just a 1-goal game. It was a lot of momentum in the Saints' favor early, but I think I just saw a triple attack here from Spring Arbor University. Still great defense to get back in time, as now the attack is on their side. You can see all three members. There's Bump. Arju makes the one-on-one save, as it's a lot much more for the Saints to deal with than they did in the last match. Spring Arbor putting on a great performance so far.
Yeah, you know, Spring Harbor, they had to find a good bump onto Arju to get that goal in. But now Terpsky, another shot. That's got to be 3 so far, racking up for the side of Spring Harbor. very notable because Saints haven't been able to get a lot of shots on or a lot of goals in the net. They've got 2 so far, and they are 1 up, but we're almost halfway through the game, and this is still all in the hands of either team. Jazzy is up to the ball now. Flip reset! And is going to find it in the goal. And as I said, it is close. Jazzy is going to make that gap a little wider.
A nice goal here from Jazzy. Turbsky doesn't go up in time, is waiting for the ball to drop, but does not happen. Keeps it up in the air, takes it over the goalkeeper. Just a guessing game at that point, and not much you can do as the defender. Saints regain their 2-goal lead, and Zai easily gonna swoop in and pick up the goal here. You can see it one more time here. No amount of defense can stop that play. Beautiful angle there from Zai. Gives the Saints their 4th as they continue to get the ball rolling.
That is the 2023 CRL champion that we want to see in this game. A beautiful cut shot from the right corner into the net. Could not have been done by anybody else other than Sai, the psycho himself. Now his partner Jazzy in crime up for it again. Gonna try to get it to one of his teammates. Doesn't find anybody though. And now Scorpion has it down to Zaragoza. Has the shot, but it's off the crossbar. Turbsky's a little out of position. He cannot find the right shot. And now St. Clair are putting the aggression on. Scorpion is there in the mid to cause a little bit of discretion. He's gonna get it out of their hands a little bit, but Arju is still on the ball yet again. Doesn't have a lot of boost, but he has a little bit of a flip. Finds it. Now Sai down to Jazzy. Gonna try to find the goal. Doesn't get it just yet. He's got to keep this control out of them, but he finds it right past his teammate. Now he's got to take it out of the back wall.
Jazzy still maintaining control, even though it looks a bit chaotic. They really have it all where it needs to be. That looked like it was fully in there, but a nice save there from Tursky. Has to make one more. There it is. Jazzy not able to find that goal. Arju back to defend here against Zaragoza. He's going to be able to do so. Tries to flick it up into that corner. Will Zai be able to cause any damage here against Scorpion? So Cool is able to find a 50, but it is a lot. Zara there getting the defense. I mean, 4-1, if you're on the side of Spring Harbor, you have to find a goal and find it quickly. But it just seems like the Saints are fully content with playing a bit of defense, not really pushing up too far.
Yeah, and I know. I mean, I think Arju kind of heard me praising Sai a little bit for that nice shot from the corner and tried to do it himself, but Spring Harbor was there for the save and he couldn't find the 5th one onto theirs. But now 2 demos out, Turbsky onto Sai and Arju onto Zaragoza. Out for a little bit, but now back into the game. Arju early commit there to try and get the control out of Zaragoza's hands, but now Turbsky is on it. A nice shot, but an easy save out for the man himself, Sai. But now a shot from Scorpion does not find it in the goal. It was a great angle. It was open net, but he just couldn't find it on the right pace. Now Sai is in the air. Turbsky there to try and cause some mischief, trying to find it again. Scorpion is there to contest it, pops it up, but now Jazzy takes control. Zaragoza gonna find a weird touch past Jazzy. Jazzy just stuck in the mid, gets demoed out by Scorpion. Now Arju there to return the favor onto Turbsky. Scorpion's up for it yet again, gonna get a touch to keep it out of their side, but now Jazzy's just gonna top it up to Sai. Does not find it though, and now they have 8 seconds remaining. It doesn't seem bright for this future of Spring Harbor, as this first game is gonna go to the Saints.
Yeah, great performance here by the Saints. They might put one more home, just like we saw in the last series. Arju gonna tap it in, make it 5-1 as Saints look very, very good. Looked about as good as we expected, making very, very big scoreline differences in these first few rounds as playing very solid Rocket League. Just seems goals are coming in from all angles. Everybody on the team's getting involved. You can see Jazzy, Arju had a couple. Zai put one in right there. Just a great job so far by the Saints. Spring Harbor needs to do something to fix it up, but I don't even know what to, if I'm their coach, I don't even know what to tell them.
I mean, yeah, like we saw the shots out there from Spring Harbor. They had it. Zaragoza was up there with 3 of his own, but just couldn't find any goals. And that's the thing. You can get the shots, but how do you convert them into goals? It's by getting the right angle and the right line. And there were times there where they had the shot on the net, but it just didn't get in. And sometimes it was a completely open net and it still didn't get in. And now Saints are on the series point, going to try to take it 2-0 against Spring Harbor. Sai to lead the charge with Arju close to follow out of the corner. Gonna try to find another touch for a teammate and take the 100 as well, get it out of the control of Spring Harbor. But Turbsky is there to try and take it out of their side and gets just 50 beautifully by Arju under him, and now Jazzy is up for it. Gonna try to find a shot. Turbsky is there, and Zaragoza is close to follow. Takes it up over Arju, and now Sai is there. Zaragoza is going to take it to the corner where Turbsky's got 100, but Jazzy is just too quick with it. A little bit of an awkward touch. Sai completely misses it, and it's all up to Arju trying to get the save, but Zaragoza has the control, and Zaragoza has the goal.
Nice goal here from Zaragoza. I guess the one-on-one, Arju tries to make some play in the net, but definitely an advantage favor attack there. Attacker's favorite advantage there as the one-on-one. You can pick what you want to do. Picks are right there. And Spring Harbor getting a quick lead. It looks like they're putting on the pressure, looking to put a second one home, but it's like Saints will get control of it. And now the attack comes through. Zai gonna pass it to himself. Is anyone there for the follow-up? It is Jazzy. Tries to get across into the middle of the box here. Still the defense has been solid from Spring Harbor to start the second game here. Saints, though, still have plenty of time to find something to go their way, but Zaragoza going to win out on that 50. He's going to force Saints all the way back in a bit of a reset position. Now Arju flying through the air. Is anyone going to contest him? There is a defender there. There is Zaragoza again, but Zai trying to win out on that 50. Definitely Spring Harbor showing a bit more life here in this game too, but Saints seem like they're just toying with them at this point, even though they're down 1-0. They need to find a goal and find one relatively quickly to kind of shift things back in their favor.
Arju's up to the ball, looking for the double tap, doesn't find the right angle though, and it hits the back post and doesn't find the net. But now Jazzy is there to follow it up, and the entire Spring Harbor University team is there to defend it. Sai is now up to the ball next, and Zaragoza is going to find a clean touch to get it out of his control. Going to find another touch there, but now Jazzy is back onto it, and now Scorpion has got to make the save. Turbsky going to find a pinch there, but now Arju has got it. He has control. He has the flip reset, looking for the bump, doesn't find it onto Zaragoza, and Zaragoza finds the save. Now Sai is up for it, looking for a flip reset, finds it, does not get the next touch off of it though, and now Zaragoza has the momentum. He's going to give it to Jazzy, who has it on the backboard, but he's going to take Jazzy out, and now Arju has to get there to keep control. He's going to take it under Scorpion. He'll try to 50. Turbsky does not find it though, and Jazzy puts it a little high for comfort. Now with half of the game remaining, it seems almost certain that Saints have to put a single goal on the scoreboard, or Spring Harbor will be taking the first game.
Yeah, I mean, Spring Harbor playing amazing defense, and they could look to put a second one home here. Cannot find the finish just yet. A demo comes out. Zai, though, able to find a clearance to himself. That shot's off target. Spring Harbor, they're throwing everything at the first shot. I'm expecting a follow-up goal to follow. There it is off the crossbar. That's something Zai has to finish there. A clear chance opportunity with no defenders at the top of the net, and now things start to get a little bit dicey for the Saints. They're really struggling here. Finally, Jazzy puts one home. Only so long you can defend as a Spring Harbor. The clearance isn't the best. You can see all the defenders are in the net, but a bit too good of a shot there coming out from Zai. Finally, the Saints pick up their first.
It takes a man like Sir Jazzy James to get it in the goal and tie it up now with 1:30 left. Looking to continue it. Scorpion finds the second goal, and now they are up yet again. 1:33. Saints did not expect that quick reaction.
Yeah, very quick goal and just some mispositioning there from the Saints as again Spring Harbor take that goal, and now they take the lead again. Took so long for the Saints to get that opening goal. Now we're gonna really see an all-out attacking game plan. That was a beautiful one. Arju gets the demo after the pass is off, takes out the defender, and Zai can just fly through uncontested. That's just a beautiful team goal. Love to see that from the Saints.
You know, I questioned once Scorpion got that goal to get it 2-1 for the side of Spring Harbor, if the Saints were actually struggling or if they were just playing around. And after a shot like that and another shot like this from Sai, I think that answers my question.
Yeah, Saints definitely showing off all of their skills. Another nice finish there by Zion. Now up 3 games to 2, all the momentum in their favor. Spring Arbor, I mean, they still have life. Only one goal is the difference, but the Saints look like they're having fun out there. Arju looking for that pass from Jazzy. Takes out the goalkeepers. Zara will be taken down. Zai complete whiffs on it there, but the demo comes through on Scorpion. But there's a easy goal for Terpsky. Nobody from the Saints picks up the ball. I'm not sure what they're thinking here. Arju doesn't want to go for it and just allows Terpsky to tap it in. Another mistake that against the really good teams is going to matter a lot.
I think RG just gave Terpsky too much street credit. He gave him too much space to work with, and Terpsky took it and ran for the hills. Now Scorpion is on the ball and try to find a fourth to give them a series lead, but not if Jazzy is on. He's going to find the angle. He did, but Scorpion is there for the save. Now Zaragoza gets the shot, but Sai is there to defend it, leading it over to Arju, who takes it into the air. Superior Man himself flying with wings, looking to get it to Jazzy, and he finds the shot. What a way to soar through the air and to find your teammate for a beautiful goal.
A nice goal there. Fade away from Jazzy. Spring Arbor not able to get back in time to defend against that one. It seems like when Saints take the ball up into the air with multiple members flying through, it makes the defense really have to think where they want to put their resources. As again, you can see 2 players flying through the air. Zai gonna be the last man back. Will be the one to pick up this dribble here, as Jazzy and Arjun are ready to start the attack again against Zara here. Doesn't really know that Arjun's flying through. Dubsky does get the clearance, but only 18 seconds to work here for Spring Arbor. If Saints put one more through the net, it is game over. And you see what the Saints are doing. They're keeping the ball very high in the air, making sure that no dangerous opportunities can amount from their plays here. As RJ looking to put one more, doesn't get the right angle, but as soon as his ball touches down, that's going to be this series. The Saints won't put one more forward, but there it is. That's going to do it. Saints, a very close second game there, win it 4-3, but in the end, series score is 2-0. Spring Arbor University going to be going down to the lower bracket.
We've got the snowball rolling now. We're 2-0 so far in day 1 in the CRL Open 3, and it's looking good for the Saints. I mean, we saw them lay it back a little bit in their chairs. They didn't decide to go all out, but then once that clock struck 1 minute and 30 seconds left, I mean, we saw Arju and we saw Sai hit 2 shots back to back that just gave them the advantage. But it wasn't like a stunning advantage. It was still a second game, 4-3 goals. And Spring Arbor, they brought all that they could.
Yeah, I mean, going into lower bracket, Spring Arbor is going to feel pretty good about themselves after that second game, especially. They found some nice goals. They played pretty solid defense, but yet again, the Saints offense just keeps coming over and over and over. And the defense can only do so much. If you just give up a little bit too much space, there's going to be a shot after shot after shot, and eventually it's going to go in. It's just a matter of time at this point.
It is a game of time. You have to consider how much time you have left, how much time you're using, and especially in those last remaining moments, are you stretching out your time because you have a lead, keeping the control out of the hands of the enemy who are just a goal or 2 away, or are you trying to get another goal just to substantially increase your lead in that game? But that'll be a tale to tell later, because ladies and gentlemen, we're going to head to a quick break. Saints so far 2-0 in the first day. Let's see if they can keep it up. Welcome back, Saints Nation. We are here for our third game of the day for the CRL Open 3. I am Wyatt Ramson, aka Swag Studios. Joined with me, Theo, the Holy Juan. And so far, we've been doing great so far. We have 2 games under our belts, 0 losses. Definitely love to see that. And now we're getting into our third game against San Diego State University. Let's see how this one comes underway.
Yeah, so obviously as the day progresses, competition will progress as well. And, still Saints probably big favorites against most teams that they could go up against. But now we're going to see teams that are a bit more poised, a little bit better in all aspects. So Saints will not be able to get away with some of the things they've been getting away with in the first few matches. And no very early goals in this one for the side of San Diego State. It's Stars, Aquino, and Azapatos. Azapatos. We can say it however we feel is right. But let's get back to the Rocket League side of things. No early goals. Both teams just trying to feel each other out, see what the other team is trying to do. Looks like Saints will be the ones with the first nice chance here. Here is the save from Stars. Saints being the ones on the aggression. There's a nice easy goal for Zai. No defense anywhere inside, but it all starts with this play from Jazzy. The pass is beautiful. The bounce off of the top is perfect, right where Zai wants it, and it's a very easy tap in for him.
Something I'm seeing very differently out from San Diego that we haven't seen from either teams we've faced yet today is they having a lot more control. They're not banging the ball out a lot. They're not giving it over to the Saints, and they're making them work to get their cars onto this ball and put that ball into the net. Now, they've still gotten some good shots, and so has San Diego. They've gotten some good shots so far, and they've gotten some good clears, and it looks like Azapatos is looking to keep it up. Going to try to get it past one. He does, but now doesn't get it past the next and leaves it for 5 stars in the air. Tries to get it past Arju, but does not. Now Azapatos has control, finds it over Sai, but Sai finds a bump onto him, and it goes into the air. Now 5-star going to try to find it over Arju, does not. He keeps it out of their side, but Azapatos is there to support him. Now Sai is on it, doesn't have a lot of boost to his name. Aquino is going to try to find somebody, finds 5 stars, and 5 stars just is able to block out that shot from Sai, almost giving them a 2-goal lead.
Zai almost found the pinch there, as you said, but no goal, no harm for San Diego. Speaking of harm, though, Zai doing very devious things to all the San Diego players. Basically, took that one on 3 stars, and the Zapatos both get beat. Aquino tries to make the save, but right into his teammate's car, and if it didn't hit that, I think there would have been a follow-up from the Saints. They take a nice 2-goal lead. They get a good cushion early on, and I think they're going to look to keep pushing this pace and push their advantage.
Yeah, they're sitting a little comfortably now. They can pull off the gas pedal a little bit. They were really fierce and really fast in the first minute, but now they're taking a little bit more control. You can see Jazzy here is just going to play with the ball, try to get it past his Zapdos, but doesn't find it. Now Aquino finding a great demo onto Arju, opens it up a little bit for 5-star, but Jazzy is there to make the save, and now Arju's going to kick it up over a couple, but now Aquino is there to find the clear. Now Sai, you're going to try to find Jazzy, doesn't find Jazzy just yet, and now 5-stars on the attack yet again, finds it over. Now Aquino finds it over again, 2 times hitting the crossbar. Nothing has been found yet in the net, and Sai is looking to change that clear out to Jazzy, but Azaptos finds it first, and now it goes right under Arju, who takes it into the center now, off of the ceiling. Flip reset into it, but Aquino is there in the air to cause a little bit of mayhem.
Yeah, still 2-0. There's Jazzy, though, flying in out of nowhere. Gets another one for the Saints here. Bit of a defensive lapse here from Zapatos. Just doesn't see Jazzy coming in, and it's a very easy finish. Not a lot of pace on it, but there's no defenders there to defend against that. And now Saints probably locked up this first game with that one, 3-0. I don't even know if San Diego State have had a shot on target against the Saints. It seems like the attack keeps on pushing for Orange. And another, I can't even say a full sentence before the Saints score one more. Seems like everything is clicking for them in game 1. Surely now going to be going to them.
Yeah, the teamwork is working for them, and this is the part where you mentioned it before in past games that the Saints are going to start to get a little more comfortable, and this is what I'd actually like to see them do, is because that opens up the opportunity for them to get a little more riskier. And when the Saints get risky, they pull out amazing plays, because Jazzy is on the ball, going to try to find it past Azaptos, but Azaptos is there to keep it in the center for Sai to take control. Now Arju has it off of the backboard, cannot find anybody on the Saints though, finds Aquino, but now Jazzy is there to try and find the net. Doesn't find anything yet. And Arju with tank boosting the tank doesn't find anything yet. Keeping it in the front of San Diego's net. Jazzy acting as the boulder to stop their attack. And now Arju is going to try to find it over one. Sai just slides it through two defenders, but 5-star is there in the air. Going to try to find a flip reset to get it. But no, Jazzy has a shot, but Zapdos has the save. But it doesn't work out. He doesn't have the right shape on the ball, and Jazzy still finds the net.
And that's a hat trick now for Jazzy. A very, very nice goal there. 5-0 Saints really turning it up a notch here with still a minute to go. And San Diego just haven't found anything in this game. Not even dangerous opportunities. It feels like the Saints are doing basically whatever they want. They're flying all over the place. They're finding beautiful, beautiful team goals, setting up perfectly, and just giving away the possession there from San Diego. I don't know if that's the play. You want to try and maintain the ball a little bit. Don't give the Saints all the possession time here. Try and make some plays of your own. There's a nice demo onto Arjo. Zapdos has control of the ball. Finally, something maybe here starting for San Diego as they get the clearance, they get the ball in a dangerous position, and this is good, forcing all three Saints to commit to one ball. Now opens up a lot more space, but nice little touch there takes his opponent way out of the game. 5 seconds to go. Jazzy gonna tack one more on because why not? 6-0 looks to be your final scoreline for the first game.
And you know, as the day goes by, you said it, we are going to be getting tougher and tougher opponents that the Saints are going to face. And it looks like San Diego State have been one of those opponents that have been able to put a little bit more aggression in the air. And how have Saints responded? They've just brought the aggression and they brought the speed. We saw them coming out in that first game, like head to the drive. They were going as fast as they could and trying to get an early pick out. And San Diego, they were holding the line. They were being very defensive, but it just can't work when you have such aggressive players like Jazzy, like Sai, like Arju, who have the experience and have the skills to back up what they're putting down.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a great performance there from the Saints as they look to be getting better and better as the day progresses, which is exactly what you want in a tournament like this. You want to start off, with a good pace, play well, but get better as the day goes on. And that's exactly what they're looking to do here. And once they go up against these very, very tough opponents, they'll be fully locked in. They're going to be all warmed up. They won't even have to talk that much. Everyone knows where one and other is going to be as we get started here in game 2. Saints probably definitely expecting similar scoreline to what it was last game, as San Diego have all three members trying to play some defense, but a couple demos there for the Saints. They've come out in this game 2 with full aggression. Gonna have to find a one-on-one goal. Good defense there from a 5-stars, but the attack never stops. Jazzy drops it off right in front of two defenders. They do manage to find the stop for the time being, but if this is the way the game's going to go, Saints going to have a lot of chances for a lot of goals.
What a way to save it. I mean, as Zapdos just came from the sky like the eagle he is and was able to get that ball out of the net. Arju almost had it, and now he's almost got it again, but Aquino is there to save it. Jazzy off the backboard has a double top again, but they're there to save it. But it doesn't happen for the 4th time in a row because Sai is able to thread the needle. We saw a beautiful double tap, saved out, but then the angle was just in the hands of Sai.
Good job there by Zai. As I said, the follow-up, the initial shot isn't really the big problem. If you save that one, it's good, but you gotta save it and put it in a position where there won't be too much follow-up damage after the initial save, and that's what teams have really been struggling to do against the Saints. It seems like every time the Saints get a shot on target, it's saved, but it's saved into such a position to where the Saints can easily follow with it and get their goal that they've been looking for. And as long as team allow the Saints to be in their comfort zone, they will continue to strive as they have time and time again. Azai, very, very dangerous touch there. Gives it to Jazzy off the back of the net there as Jazzy flies to the air. Zai gets it demoed out. So good defense here from San Diego. That shot's on target, but the resurrect from Zai, who was demoed, is perfect there. And he's back in time to make a big save. I think that might have been a goal for San Diego State.
It was a close attempt at a goal, but sadly blocked out by the Saints. Now Jazzy's going to take it up into the air, but blocked out by a Zapdos. Has definitely been a very electric player in this game. I mean, getting a lot of demos, getting a lot of shots, getting a lot of saves overall, and definitely one of the players that Saints have to look at and think, this guy can ball. He can bring to the table what Saints are demanding, and they are demanding a lot from San Diego right now. They're only a goal up, half of the game still remaining. 5 stars tries to make the save, but Arju just has the speed, the momentum, and everything behind him to find it off of the pass from Jazzy.
That's just beautiful teamwork there. 2-on-1 attack. The goalkeeper can only do so much. You have to guess, is he going to go over? Is he going to go under? You guess wrong, it leads to a goal. But all the build-up to make that play possible from the Saints was spectacular, and it leads to a goal on that attack. Is up 2-0. Half of the game gone by. It seems like San Diego really cannot find any offense themselves. Their only goal last game was off a kickoff that got a nice bounce in their favor. But other than that, I mean, it's been all Saints on the attack. San Diego haven't really put up a very, very tough fight for them. Now they have to start an attack, though. Maybe Saints forced to play some defense here, which probably not too used to at this point. They've been attacking the entire game as there is a chance. Great save from Zai St. Clair. Now get the possession back, and they're looking to push again.
Arju tries to find a shot, but his Zapdos is there to clear it out. Now tries to find it again. Doesn't have the right touch, but he's going to take it into the air. He's going to pinch it out to Jazzy, but doesn't have the right opportunity, but they both got a touch there. Now Sai is up to it. Pinch off of the side. Tries to find it over one. Finds it over a second, and now Aquino has got to get back on the backboard to save this out and challenge Arju for control of the ball. He does, but now Jazzy is just too quick with it, and he's got control. He's on the ball yet again. Gonna try to find it in the center field for his teammate. Sai is gonna take the shot off of the crossbar. Now Arju is gonna follow it up, looking for a double tap, but doesn't get it. Now Jazzy's got to take control and take it out of possession from San Diego, but not if Aquino has anything to say about it. Supported by his teammate Zapdos, taking it down the field, finds it over one, but Arju is just got it in his hands. Down to Jazzy, finds one, looking for the double tap from side, doesn't have the right angle or the right timing to find it into the goal. Zapdos yet again up in the air to defend against Arju, and this is the thing that I mentioned before that San Diego have been bringing to the table. The sky is not free for the St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, 50 seconds and counting here. Saints just need to hold on to this lead, and they will be moving on to the next round, which is their goal here. But San Diego would love to put a goal on the board here, give themselves something to work with going into their next matchup. Obviously, it is double elimination, so whichever one of these teams wins will move on. And the winner's side, loser will be playing in the loser's bracket. And we've seen some teams pull off some miracles in the loser's bracket. Speaking of miracles, that save by Zai there was straight out of the top drawer. Thought that was going in for sure, and San Diego were going to get their goal. But it looks like Saints looking to keep their shot at a lower scoring game than what we're used to. I think both teams played pretty well in this second game. I mean, the defense from San Diego definitely improved as soon as the ball touches down, that will be game over. But a great job by the Saints here. They're going to be moving into the next round, and if they keep playing like this, they're going to make it deep in the start.
3-0, we love to see it. Boys, you're doing amazing so far. I mean, day one, it looks to be in their hands. We have possibly 2 to 3 more matches ahead of us, but we still have some big names to worry about. And one of those big names is ourselves, our St. Clair Saints gold team.
Yeah.
They could be facing up against our green team to see who is the best of the best and who will be going to day 2.
Yeah, I mean, can't look too far ahead, obviously, but now that the bracket's shrinking, teams are winning, it's a very, very possible opportunity that both the Saints teams do play against one another. Obviously, still probably at least 2 matches away from that. But we're gonna be fighting some tougher opponents in these next few rounds. So, I think definitely both the Saints team know that they're in the same bracket. That's probably an obvious to both of them. And they know that there's a very, very good chance they play each other, but they can't look too far ahead. They need to get to that point first, and they do that by winning the next few rounds.
Yeah, both Saints teams can't focus on the future. They can't think, "Oh, we're gonna play each other. How fun! How lucky is that?" No, they have games ahead of them. They have opponents that are ready to take their spot under their grasp, and if they let them, it's gonna be all and over for either of our Saints teams. But we're gonna head to another break, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna figure out who our fourth opponents for the day will be, and figure out how far the St. Clair Green team are going to continue to go.
welcome back to the stream. We're going to be getting underway in our fourth match of the day. Wyatt, so far so good. How are you feeling so far?
Feeling positive, 100% so far. And as we head into our next game, let's see how the Saints do. Looking to start off strong here. Jazzy is leading it. Looks like we got Luca, Magic, and Skies on the other team. Luca Magic, Rochester Christian University. Let's see how they can do against our St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, I think Rochester might be from either Dallas or LA. Luca Magic there getting underway here in our first game. Best of three still so far. I think the whole day is best of threes for today. Best of fives are tomorrow as Zai looking to find a goal early here. And now Rochester, pretty strong team here, so it's going to be not too easy for the Saints here. They get a quick chance here though. Zai puts it in. I mean, Saints still playing very, very well. You can see attack after attack. Jazzy misses an opportunity that probably should go in. Zai is there to follow up. Magic doesn't find the save. Not enough defense here for Rochester to stop all the attacks. And it's a great start for the Saints yet again.
Luca just in an awkward position there. Had the most boost, and now Arju is going to open up with a double demo onto Skies and Luca. Now they have to recover. They're all back into the game. They've got a little bit of boost, but do they have the ball control? No, it looks like Arju has it, but he doesn't have the goal because Skies is there to save it, flicking it out now into the air. Looks to pass it down to Magic. Magic has a shot, but doesn't find the goal. Now Arju misses that off of the side, and now leaves it to the side to try and defend. Jazzy is going to bang it out, but Magic has it in the air, looking for another touch. He finds it, but Sai is there. Now Arju has it. Going to try to find something for his team unless Luca can take it into the air. Flip reset over Jazzy. Now left to Skies to try and find a goal. Doesn't get it because he has the weird, awkward position. An open net. Can Jazzy find it? He does. And he steals it right under Arju.
Yeah, I mean, against a team like the Saints, the last thing you want to do is triple commit to an attack, and it just fell apart there. No defense back for Rochester. A very easy goal for the Saints, and they will happily take that goal. Double their advantage now. They have to be careful. I mean, Rochester are putting up quite a decent fight here. Their attacks look pretty promising, but Saints able to cut them out without any real danger just yet. Still a lot of Rocket League to play. 3 minutes left in this game. Saints on track for a goal a minute. That's a nice pace to keep up. As Zai looking to receive that one. Magic has a teammate fly by him, but there's another open net here. Seems like Rochester are all over the place, and they just cannot seem to be back in time for the Saints attacks.
You know, Luca had a little bit of a wide rotation there. Should have been a little closer to the center of the field to be able to account for the possibility that they get that Saints get past the rest of his team, but just sadly didn't think of it in the moment. And now St. Clair are up 3 goals 2-0, looking to continue it as Arju, the catalyst, to send it out to the explosive element himself. Sai cannot find anything yet because Luca is there to take it over one and finds it in the goal. What a way to answer back.
A nice solo goal there from Luca. Gets it over Jazzy. No other defenders back in time, and yeah, Saints just caught off guard. They're probably not expecting a nice play like that by Luca there, but as you can see, as the day progresses, players become more and more mechanically skilled, and a very easy goal there for the Saints. They're gonna take that every day of the week. Zai and Arju have that one timed to perfection. Nobody back. And just like that, the lead has come back to 3 goals in just a span of a few seconds.
Rochester, if I had to give you a pep talk, I'd say one thing and one thing only is you cannot be giving up those goals off of the kickoff. It just doesn't work in a game in a tournament like CRL. You have to be on your A game. And it looks like they haven't been right now because St. Clair Saints have just been dominating 4 goals to 1. But they might be able to change it if Skies has anything to say about it. Down to Luca, who finds the goal. They're only 2 away from tying it up, and they still have a lot of time left to play with.
Yeah, Rochester showing a lot of life here. A couple pretty good goals. So you can see offensively, Rochester definitely rising up to the occasion, but defensively still struggling a little bit. Already have given up 4 goals in this game. There's still plenty of time to play. Luka looks like he's going to get one more freebie here. How did that not go in? I have no idea. I mean, that was in the net. It was in the net, but the whole ball has to cross the line of goal for anyone who was wondering. Even if half the ball is in, even if 99% of the ball is across the line, it is not a goal. I think that was a prime example of that there. Would have made a 4-3 game with 2 minutes to play. I mean, that would have been a huge momentum swing for Rochester, but that's a mistake you can't make against the Saints. You got to get that ball in that back of the net, and now you could see they really slowed down the Saints, are really controlling the game now.
You've got a player A game, and Rochester have been really good at finding the ball over the Saints, but not so good as finding it in the net. As you said, RG just got a very unorthodox but very good save there to deny Luka a hat trick, and now Jazzy might find one of his own. 5 goals to 2. A great touch down to Sai. Doesn't find him though, because Luka was there to save it, but then just didn't have the timing right, and Magic was not quick enough.
Yeah, poor defense there. You never want to like lightly tap the ball out in front of your net. That is just worst case scenario. That gives the enemy team the highest chance of scoring, and it looks like they did it again. Zai did complete whiff on it, but Rochester are kind of leaving it on the golden platter for the Saints. All the Saints have to do is hang around and wait for a mistake seemingly, but we know Saints are capable of more than just that. They might look to prove that with 1 minute to go here. Show off some flair to close out game 1. Let's see if they can find a nice team goal. It looks like Rochester, though, will be the ones starting the attack here. Nice down there by Luka onto Zai. Jazzy forced to defend there. All 3 members from the Saints. You can see Saints don't let that ball drop anywhere near the net. As soon as you can get a touch on it, get rid of it. Get rid of the initial danger. But there's some danger. Shot isn't on target. Saints have to be careful with no goalkeeper, as there's going to be another shot on target from Magic. Zai is able to find a defense. All of this play is good, but in the bigger picture, it's really not going to matter, as it's 5-2 with 15 seconds left. Game 1 will more than certainly be going in the Saints' favor.
And you know, something I like to see right now, even though it is 5-2, and most certain, as you said, that Saints are going to take this first one and take it to series point. I like how Rochester were not giving up. They were not pulling their punches. They were still taking those risky commits, those risky pre-jumps, and those risky challenges in the air to keep the ball on their side. For a moment there, I have to say, for a moment there, I saw a mirror matchup. Both teams were playing aggressively to the same manner, to the same level, but it just resulted in more goals for the Saints over Rochester.
Yeah, I mean, Rochester showed a lot of life. I feel like if that goal went in, it was 4-3, we have a completely different game on our hands. But because it didn't, it just instantly flipped the switch. In both of the teams, Rochester were probably in their columns like, oh, guys, how did that not go in? And Saints are like, hey, guys, that didn't go in. And we're feeling way better about ourselves now. Up 2 goals as we get underway in this second game. As you said, best of 3 at this point in the tournament. So Saints can take this next one. They will be moving on to the next round. But I don't think Rochester are a team that are going to be going down without a fight. We saw some fight from them in game 1. It just didn't lead to too much. But here in game 2, looks like they're starting off decent, as they're not letting the Saints control the pace too much yet.
No, Luka is into the air to try and take it out of their control, but Arju is just there to touch it now. Looks like they might have a little bit of a free net if Luka can find shape, but no! Jazzy gets a perfect respawn to take it right back to their side, and now Magic had to play to the corner where Skies was ready. Now Skies has control. He's going to try to take it past Arju, but Arju has more boost and has better control. Now Magic to Skies, up in the air, finds another touch, looking to find another one over Sai, but no, Sai is there, able to stop the aggression. And now Arju's got to find Jazzy. He does. Off of the backboard, does he find another touch? No, because Skies flies in from the right side to deny it. And now a quick clear out down to where Jazzy is ready. Tries to find it in front of the net for a teammate, but does not get it. Luka there on low health, a low boost, cannot find anything and has to back away with now Arju on the ball. Now Skies almost finds a slick angle to slip it in and give themselves the lead in this game.
Yeah, I mean, Rochester are playing a lot better in this second game. They're really giving it to the Saints here. tied up at zeros, 2 minutes in. Very, very good game 2 from Rochester, but Saints keeping up the aggression. That shot nowhere near the net. A pass into the corner for Zai as they look to get their boost back online. Back in the Saints half, they can get possession of this one. Arju gonna get it off the wall, but gets demoed out, which gives Rochester some life here. Jazzy, though, is gonna be the first to that ball. Magic finds a crucial touch, but all three Saints stacked up on top of one another. Can Sky quickly advances ball forward. Zai just gonna control it up in the air, clear it out, make sure no threat is theirs. Still very, very much a close game 2 here. Skies flies through the air. Nobody from his team is there to help them out, though. So Rochester gonna go for a reset. Still a tied game, and now they find an attack. Skies gets it into the corner, and maybe a quick 3-on-2 opportunity here as Magic is flying through the air. Nobody from the Saints could find the touch there until Jazzy finds it. Crucially, Arju gets the clear, has a bit of space to work with, wins out on that 50. Magic has to get a big touch there, but this can give Saints a bit of time to relax, a bit of time to find the ball in their favor. Good possession play here from Zai. Has a nice opportunity here, gets it up and away, but Skies is there for the defense. Only 2 minutes left. We're still tied at 0.
We are. This is the most interesting game I've seen so far because both teams seem to be bringing a lot to the table, but is not resulting in any goals, any saves, anything so far because both teams have just been bringing the same kind of energy, and it looks like Rochester may be the biggest force that St. Clair have got to power through today. They have one game up on them, and they only need one goal to take the lead and take this second game. Let's see if they can follow it up. Arju is now onto the ball, took 100 to his name, gonna try to find something, but no Luca is there for the touch, gonna find it under Jazzy, and now it's all up to Sai with Arju on the back, tries to find it over one, but gets it. Now Arju has to 50 it to the corner, where Skies is ready, and now Magic in a poor positioning and low boost cannot get a better touch, and now Arju has it, but Skies is there in the sky to find the save. Now Sai has to back up off of Luca's aggression. Luca is going to get taken out, and now there's 2 more. Magic gets a crucial touch, and Skies just goes flying across the map. Luca's now going to pass it down to Skies, who touches it up and over. Magic tries to find the shot, but no, Arju is there to save it. Now Luca in the air finds a flip reset over Sai, tries to find the shot from Magic from the corner, but does not get it. Arju to Sai for the goal, getting their first on the scoreboard. What a beautiful passing play.
I mean, a great team goal here. Arju over to Zai, and Skies cannot find that save. This has been a great second game so far. Both teams playing a very equal level, and Rochester putting up a hell of a fight, but now with 35 seconds and counting, they need to find a goal to keep themselves in the upper bracket. Sky's gonna take out Jazzy, but Arju is gonna take full control, takes it over 2 defenders here, and gets it into the corner. A lot of time being burnt here. Rochester really need to get into the flow of things here. Luca clears it off of the line. Arju is first to the ball, though, and the longer the Saints can keep Rochester away from their side, the better. But oh my goodness, what a goal there by Luca with 10 seconds to go. Let's see it one more time, Skies. A nice pass through the air and beautiful control. Saints just fall apart in the last few seconds.
What a beautiful redirect. What a beautiful redirect. Tying the game up, 10 seconds left. We might see overtime, ladies and gentlemen. It looks certain, unless Arju has something to say about it. But no, he's denied right off the back by Skies. And now Sai has it in the air, but Magic is going to take it and going to drop it down to the ground for our first overtime of the day.
Yeah, I mean, it took both teams over 4 minutes to find the goal there, but in the last 30 seconds, we find a couple quick ones, and now it's a golden goal. Can the Saints continue their winning ways, or are Rochester going to come back and push this to a decisive Game 3? Let's see what's going to unfold here. The clearance from Rochester here is a good. Skies tries to go all out onto Jazzy here, but defense for the Saints is good. Now they're going to look to make some pressure up on this field, but it's instantly Rochester with an answer. Luca looking to find something to a teammate. Zai, though, perfect defense, as now Saints look to recontrol the possession here. It's going to be a nice pass over to Arju. Now the Saints attack going to start for them. Nice pass over to Zai. We've seen it time and time again. That mid-air demo doesn't lead to too much. There's Rochester playing very, very solid defense. feels like Saints really struggling to break through here. But here's a pass over to Zai, and right as I say it, the teamwork is there. It's going to be your Saints taking the game 2-1 and taking the series with a clean 2-0 sweep.
I believed in the magic. I believed in Skies, and I believed in Luca that we could see a very interesting game there headed to game 3. But no, Saints are going to close out in game 2, and it's a textbook play that we've seen so many times out from Arju and Sai. The quick 1-2, the quick double tap into the net, a pass from the corner straight in, just dismantles any opponents that come up against them, because you can't defend that. You either have to commit to trying to save Arju's shot, or you have to be able to see, oh, Sai is coming in from the side. Should I go for him or should I go for Arju? Because it takes a split second for Arju to analyze that scenario and say, okay, Skies is going for Sai. He knows that I'm going to try to make a pass. I'll just take the ball myself and just find it right past him.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Wyatt. That was just picture perfect play there from the Saints. But you could see that was a very, very tough second game. And their opponents are going to get harder as the day goes on. Obviously, I think we have at least 2 more matches today if the Saints are victorious all the way through. But now the opponents they play are going to be very, very strong. So they have to lock in. They have to stay focused. Let's take a look at the bracket really quickly while we have some time. It's going to be the Saints taking on Drexel in the next round. If we scroll down a little bit, as we do so very slowly, we will find that it's West Virginia playing against Davenport, and the winners of those will be playing in the last game of the day. In the lower bracket, still a lot of action to go, not a few games left, so still a lot of teams left in the lower bracket. You can see our gold team down there still staying alive, but in the upper bracket, 4 teams remaining, 2 more matches for the day, still best of 3, so a lot of work to do for the Saints, but they're getting closer to that finish line for the day. With all that being said, though, we're going to throw it to a very, very quick break, and we'll be right back with the next matchup. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream. We are now, some exciting news. We are now in best of fives instead of best of three. So, first team to three will be victorious, and now our toughest opponents are going to be coming up for these next two series. Is Drexel first in line here in Saints, and you do start off hot against Kevin, Baron, and Azerif. A very strong lineup that's made it deep in day one.
Yeah, and I mean, these Drexel Dragons are looking pretty hot off the bat so far, but none of Arju has anything to put into the game. Starting off with a good shot. Now Sai looking to follow up, trying to get down to Jazzy, but Kevin is just there to block it out. Now Arju's going to get a demo onto Xurf. It's in front of the net now, but it's coming back to the side of the Saints. Sai has to top it up to Arju. Now Arju's going to try to find the bump onto somebody, but get it, but no! Sai does not find any shot onto the net. And now Jazzy's got to get out of there as Baron's going to take it, and Xurf is also going to find a shot. Going to find it over Arju, but Sai has to take it out of the wall. It's going to get 50 in the air. I'm trying to put a little bit more behind it. Now Arju is up to it, but Baron is there. And already off the bat, I can see Drexel are putting a lot of aggression in the air. Something we've seen these past three teams do a lot better in.
Yeah, absolutely. And Drexel, obviously the strongest team we've seen the Saints play against so far. They're throwing multiple members every time there's some danger thrown at them, but could come back to bite them as if Saints just break through those two members. The goal will be easy. That was one that could have definitely gone in for Jazzy. Two Drexel members completely whiffed on it, but no, nothing comes of it for the Saints. There now, Jazzy and Xurf fighting for Zai. Gonna be able to find that 50 up in the air there. Baron gets the 50 to go. Bit of ping pong action here. Not too much team play from either side. Not too many passing plays and options here. Arju tries to take it one-on-one. Doesn't get too much progress. But now Jazzy can start a dangerous attack. Gets a beautiful pass. Nobody's there for the follow-up as both the other Saints just sit at the halfway line. Now it's going to be Arju's turn. And there comes Zai. They get a great opportunity there. They get a couple chances but cannot finish. That's going to be Drexel on the attack.
There's been twice now that St. Clair Saints have had a perfect goal lined up, but it's been blocked out by Drexel, and very well done for the team. And another one there to add to the scoreboard. Arju finding another shot, but cannot find it in the net. Still 0-0 unless Jazzy can change it at a moment's notice and finds the first one. Saints, they're up in the scoreboard.
Flew out of nowhere. We were on Baron's POV and you just see Jazzy flying through like a madman. A beautiful finish though. A very hard finish from that position. And much needed first goal for the Saints to give them a bit of momentum going into this series. But Kevin looking to answer immediately and probably should have. That was a great opportunity there for Drexel. Obviously a hard finish from that angle, but against a team like the Saints, those are opportunities you have to take 10 out of 10 times. And here's Jazzy stealing away that boost. Sets up his teammate Zai. Hits it off the post. However, a beautifully timed shot with so much pace. But just not on target as Jazzy looks to pass it back. Actually, a shot on target down was a nice save from Baron. So Saints definitely playing very, very strong Rocket League right now. But it's only a 1-goal lead to show for it.
Narja's going to take it into the air, going to take it over Baron, going to take it over Kevin, but Xurf is there to find the save, and he's found the 100 in his back corner, so he has a little bit of boost to play with, but the Saints are just too aggressive. Arju going to completely fly by the ball, leave it for Sai, who has the double tap, but doesn't find it, and Jazzy can't find it either because he gets a slow touch to it, but then Baron is there to sweep it right out from his car. Now, coming back to the Saints, Jazzy has to play this a little slower to give his teammates some time to get some boost into their tanks. Arju has that. He's up into the air. He tries to find the first touch, but Drexel are there before him. And now he's going to leave it over to Jazzy. Takes it over Baron, looking to find it over another. It's in the air. Kevin is up for it, finds one touch, finds two touch, try to find a ceiling pinch off of it as well, but cannot get anything. And it seems like the aggression is now on the side of St. Clair. They're on the back foot, and Kevin looking to start it up, looking to tie it up, trying to find something as Arju taps it into the air for Sai. Doesn't have a lot of boost, but Arju finds it over one, but Baron is there to find the corner save.
And only 35 seconds to go. Drexel really need to put their foot on the gas pedal here as the Saints trying to hold on to their 1-goal lead, trying to add to it from the look of things. Arju trying to get it to a teammate. So many cars flying across there. In the end, it's still good for St. Clair. They end up with the ball deep in Drexel's territory, who have to move the ball up the pitch here. And there's going to be a dangerous opportunity. The defense is there in time now. Saints just need to burn out this clock or pull one more to the net just to make sure next time this ball touches down might be the last time we see this game one. Now trying to just spike it here, the Saints are, but Drexel keeping it up. Anything is possible, so still a chance to win for Drexel, but no, Saints get the spike. A beautiful first game, and I think as the day goes on, we're going to see less and less scoring games because both teams played very well in that first one.
Yeah, and a player that I have to highlight on the side of the Saints is Arju. I mean, he got 2 demolitions that game, which were pretty significant, and he's been getting demos all day, which is something that isn't really touched on because it's so hard to capture in the moment, but it plays so much into the game because those are valuable seconds that you are losing in the game that you have to sit there and respawn.
And in a game like Rocket League, super important. Those few seconds don't sound like much, but they are. Finding someone out of position, making a play here, getting up the field a little bit. Everything matters. Every single movement in Rocket League is just so important. And one slight mistake could lead to a goal. And against a team like Drexel or the Saints, giving up a goal to a silly mistake is the last thing you'd want to do.
I'm loving so far how Drexel have not been completely demolished by the aggression from Saints, and they've been going for some risky plays there. We saw Kevin the pass down to his teammate to try to find a goal, but now Baron, pardon my words, is just going to slide it right in from the side.
What a job there. Jazzy just a bit of a misplay, doesn't get a clean touch onto that one. Definitely one that he expects to save there, but a nice shot by Drexel. A nice early lead for Drexel as they finally put themselves ahead of the Saints. And for the first time today, I believe, the Saints are on the back foot and have to fight back for a goal, and instantly they answer back. Zai flying in out of nowhere. Jazzy gets a nice shot on target, forces a save. Zai gets a nice finish off the crossbar. They tied up at 1 in no time.
Sai likes to do what the kids would call nowadays locking in, because he is absolutely locked for this game. They've been doing so well, and now Arju's going to put another one on the net, but not going to find it in the net because Baron is there, the monster himself, to make the save. Now Kevin finds a little bit of an awkward touch there, but continues going, and now looks like it's still on the side of Drexel. Jazzy is going to try to find a touch off of the corner, but not if Exerf is there to deny it. Jazzy, or Sai, is in the air, finds one, finds two! Flip reset! And Arju is able to slide it in.
What a goal here. Let's take a look at it again. As you said, a double flip reset. Drexel was just like, what is this guy doing here? He's pulling out all the tricks and just out of nowhere flies in his teammate, ties it up, so he takes the lead for them as the tie did not stand for too long here. Drexel started off this second game very hot, but the Saints showing why they are one of the top, if not the top team in all of CRL. And there's still a lot of Rocket League to go here in this game too, but it feels like Saints have been able to control this game a little bit more since that first goal from Drexel and really are in the driver's seat here.
They are in the driver's seat, and they've been in the driver's seat the entire day, and very few teams have been able to challenge them for that spot. A lot of teams have just been the passenger princess here, but it looks like Drexel are going to bring a different touch to the table and try to find something in the goal. Doesn't get anything yet, and a pinch out from the Saints is going to find it in the goal. Well played out from Jazzy and Sai.
I mean, the defense looked like complete chaos, but I think it was a bit of controlled chaos from the Saints. And that pinch, I mean, it looks simple, but that is so hard to pull off, especially full field. Just getting it to bounce right in, and that's a big momentum swing. Drexel were attacking with a lot of dangerous opportunities, but Saints easily stop it and just score a goal out of nowhere. I mean, that's going to definitely be only good news for the Saints here as they take a 3-1 lead. Still 3 minutes to go in the second game.
We got 3 more minutes and it's speeding up now. Teams are getting fast. Goals are happening left, right, and center. And if it's in front of the net, if it's left for long, some team is going to find it, and it might just be Barron. And Kevin, off of a touch from Barron, trying to find it, doesn't get it just yet. And now they have to back up. They don't have a lot of boost to play with. Xerfer's got to get whatever he has out and try and put something on the net. Arju is going to pass it out now to Kevin. Has it further down. He's going to try and find some control. Try to get it past Jazzy, but no, Jazzy has the read. He's in their heads, and now Sai is going to try to find a touch off of his back. Doesn't get it. Now Arju is able to get the touch. Tries to possibly get a cycle off of that, but cannot find it just yet. Jazzy going to take it to the back of the board. A little bit of an awkward landing there, but it still works in favor of the Saints. Barron now going to lead the charge. Going to try to find a flip reset. Going to try to find it in the goal. Doesn't get it just yet because Arju is there. He does find a demo though on to Sai, and now his teammate Kevin is going to follow it up. Finds it over one. Tries to find another. He does, and starts back the shot. And Kevin luckily is there to recover.
I mean, the save is almost there, made by Arju. Kevin puts it in. Arju was so close, but just missed it. And a nice goal from Drexel. I mean, they were fighting for it bad. They get their second one on the board. I mean, his game is still far from over. Arju's going to give the possession away for free there, as Drexel happily will control this one. But that's a nice demo by Jazzy. Takes down Zerf. Now we have a game on our hands, but there's a beautiful pinch. Zerf is there for the save. Arju flying in out of nowhere will take the possession back in the Saints' favor. Kevin finds a nice save. However, Saints putting on all the pressure down one. They want to get their lead to 2 again. Want to have a bit of safety to play around with, but Drexel doing a great job of staying in this one. But there's Jazzy flying through the air, trying to get it to a teammate. Isn't able to do so. Kevin with a very easy save is going to clear this one out. Shouldn't be the biggest chance here for Drexel. Saints have their numbers back, and Drexel, they have 1 minute to put a goal in the net. That was a dangerous opportunity from Barron. Zai made the save when needed, but Saints showing a bit of signs that they are showing some holes. Drexel able to get into very dangerous positions relatively easily, and here's going to be another one. Zeref trying to take it in, but great defense from Jazzy. I mean, Drexel with 44 seconds putting on all the pressure. Saints, though, are able to hold on.
The Dragons are hungry, and the Dragons are hot. And St. Clair Saints, the Griffins, have got to find a way to close this out. 30 seconds left, 1 goal up. Jazzy's going to take control out from the hands of Drexel, and now Sai has it in the air. No, Jazzy has it in the air. The unexpected touch, as quick as a lightning bolt, just finds it straight to the net.
Beautiful goal there, and that's going to secure them game 2. You think, right? You think that secures them game 2, especially the way they've been playing and defending. Doing a great job of withstanding all of the Drexel pressure, which has been a lot of pressure. Almost a dangerous opportunity there for Kevin. Saints just need to stall this timeout. Try and get to match point here, as they've looked so good all day, very deservedly so. Put themselves in a prime position to close out this game with a bang. It should be game over here. Yes, it's going to spike down. Game 2 goes to the Saints 4-2, now on match point. I mean, they're going to look to close this out in 3-0 fashion.
Indeed, that's what we love to see from the Saints. They've got this game and then 1 game to follow, possibly Davenport or West Virginia, but we'll have to wait and see who we will face onwards. We've still got 1 more game to win for the Saints, unless the Dragons, Drexel, can bring it back. They can fly high in these next couple games and possibly take the first game off of the day off of the Saints.
I mean, if I'm Drexel, that was a very close game. I'm feeling not the best, but definitely feeling okay knowing you're playing against a CRL Open winner a couple weeks ago. I mean, the Saints are one of the top teams in the entire tournament, so definitely not the worst showing here from Drexel, and they still have time to really turn things around. They showed a lot of life in that game too, even though the scoreline was 4-2, 5-2. Very close game there. Very good chances for both sides, and I think the Saints still playing good. Have to just make sure they're focused in the most intense moments where Drexel have maybe fallen apart.
Yeah, and so then they take on Drexel's side. Like they've been doing good on the aggression. They've been doing good at taking advantage, as you said, of those opportunities where Saints are letting holes split. They're letting them get a little spread out on the offensive side and allowing Drexel to get in on these neat angles that they have found. And now Kevin is going to find an angle over one for Exurf to follow it up. Going to find one, tries to find the double, doesn't get it. But it's moments like that where you cannot let the ball slip out of your fingers like Barron did just there, because it might lead to a goal unless Kevin can find the save to the corner. Because on game point, you can't be doing that. You have to be playing your A game.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better myself. Every single mistake, especially against a team any team at this level, honestly, any mistake is going to be leading to a goal or an immense pressure from the opposing side. So, very important for both teams to limit mistakes, and it's just a matter of who can really take advantage of tiny, tiny misplays and mixed in with really, really good plays to find opportunities. We see how hard goals are to come by with both these teams having amazing mechanical skill. Here's going to be Zai, though, trying to take it, but there's Kevin, mid-air contest, making sure nothing comes through. I mean, Drexel doing a good job of hanging on for the first minute or so, but it's definitely Saints with a bit more attacking a flair here to start off. They've been on the offensive end for most of the series, and they should not look to slow down, as Jazz is going to find a nice touch off the back. There's Zai for the follow, and there is the pressure, leads to a nice early goal for the Saints.
What a pass. It was from Jazzy down to Sai, and you can see all three members of Drexel jumping for it,
Yeah.
but they were not quick enough, and Sai was just able to thread the needle.
Yeah, and Baron had no boost there, so he couldn't drive up and boost up and defend that one from the top of the backboard. But a dangerous attack. Oh my goodness, what happened?
It looks like Baron had a great touch in the air and had a little bit of an unexpected touch on the ground, and Jazzy just wasn't close enough to the ground to get it and actually hit it in his own net.
That is a disaster. They worked so hard for that first goal, and that's not the first time we've seen a goal given up by the Saints that just should not ever happen. A huge, huge mechanical misplay, but looks like they're going to get it back in. Blood Zai instantly comes back to the other side, has his teammates back, and just like that, Saints instantly retake the lead.
Just calm and collected, just tap it in. All you got to do in a game like Rocket League is, if you let the other team overthink themselves and predict what is going to happen, you can just play it very slow. And now Arju is going to probably have a shot there. He has it off the backboard. Doesn't find it. Anything, though. And now Sai's got to take it up on the back. Got to get it out of their side, relieve some stress. Possibly find a flip reset. No, leaves it to try and get it down to his teammate. But Drexel are there to disrupt it. Jazzy off of the side, trying to go for a side double. Doesn't find it, though. And now Arju is there yet again in the mid. It seems like a back and forth. Drexel are on their back foot, trying to get it out. But St. Clair are in the mid to disrupt anything that they're trying to bring. And there's Arju yet again in the mid, going to deny any movement of this ball off of Drexel's side of the field.
Absolutely, the Saints have all the momentum here. They're on the attacking side, but still, half the game gone. It's a one-goal game. We saw how easily Drexel picked up a goal, just one tiny mistake. So Saints definitely cannot get too comfortable. They're on series point. Drexel at this point, they have nothing to lose. They're going to throw everything they have at the Saints here to try and find a goal and bring this to a tie game. But it looks like Saints don't want to flirt with that idea. They're just going to keep putting on the pressure, keep on the blue side of the field. As finally looks like Drexel able to find a little bit of a clearance, but nice pass to the back there to Arju, who could look for Zai, who's all the way across the field by himself on a mark. Jazzy, though, will start the attack. Nice defense there from Zerf, and the defense has been very solid for Drexel, I have to say, but on the attacking side, they've just been struggling to find opportunities, and it's an easy defense here from Zai. A minute 40. The Saints are from moving on to the next round. I mean, you're definitely going to expect a big push from Drexel coming soon, but should have been a goal there for Arju. Could lead to Drexel coming back.
Jazzy got one flip reset. Going to try to find another as the net was wide open for a moment. But now Sai, actually assisted by Exurf, is going to find a better touch than he would have gotten on his own. to Arju. He's going to take it. But now Xerf is in the corner. Going to try to pass it out to Kevin. He does, but no! Arju is going to lay down the law and deny them a tied game. Sai is going to win a beautiful 50 there, but Kevin comes in, diving in. Now Jazzy hits it out, and Arju has the assist, but Baron is there to make the save. But now Sai is up next. They cannot feel any relief just yet because this team is on point. They are on target, and if you give a moment's notice, they will get a goal. And Kevin finds a demo onto Sai, but Arju finds the clear. Kevin is there to cancel it out. And now Arju's in the air yet again, trying to find a pinch onto Sai. Doesn't get it. Now they have to back up. They don't got a lot of boost, but Kevin does. Tries to find one under Jazzy. Doesn't yet. And Baron misses the ball, but is able to get Arju out of the rotation. Sai down to Jazzy. Tries to find it, but Xerf is there to deny it. And now Baron is there yet again as well to deny anything else. Taking the ball up. Going to try to find it past Sai. Doesn't just yet. And Arju is there to help him out. Seems like a little bit of a skirmish. Baron has got to get it to his teammate. Kevin, he's in the air. Can he find anything, or will Sai and Jazzy drop it down to the ground? It seems all but certain that they will win this as it's on their side, and they drop it down to the ground. 2-1, 3-0, finishing out this match. Well earned to St. Clair Saints.
Yeah, well done there by the Saints. Some shaky moments here and there. Some goals that they definitely should be finishing off, which they're going to need to do moving forward. Like, some easy opportunities, but also they make these opportunities out of literally nothing. So still a great overall play from the Saints, great fundamentals. Maybe just need to touch up a little bit on the finishing department, but other than that, defensively very strong, offensively making the right plays at the right time. A very great job, a very great day so far from the Saints. One series away from moving on to day 2 in the upper side of the bracket.
The upper side of the bracket, making it on to day 2 would definitely be an achievement. It would be an exact same run that we saw last Open. Hopefully not a repeat, because we would rather not have third place.
Yeah.
We are striving for that first place, but before day 2, before that first place, before anything else, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be sending it to a quick break. When we are back, we will figure out if we will be facing off against West Virginia or Davenport to see who will make it on to day 2 in the upper bracket. We are back, Saints Nation, for our possible final game of the day. It is going to be West Virginia University facing off against our St. Clair Saints gold, or not gold, my apologies, our St. Clair Saints green team. And this could be, I think, the most interesting match we have today.
Yeah, most certainly. West Virginia just played a 5-game banger of a series, so they're going to be a little bit, exhausted, a little bit of physical and mental fatigue should be setting in. And the loser of this game has to wait a lot of time before playing their next one. I'm sure both teams just want to finish their day off with this match, move on to day 2, and they'll be happy if that's the case. Saints have been flawless so far, yet to drop a single game all day long, and I think they're going to look to continue that. But this is a matchup I definitely would not be surprised if West Virginia are able to take a game or two, as it's Angel, Gyro, and Tool on their side. It's going to be Jazzy, Arju, and Zai on the side of the Saints who are wearing orange today.
Winners final. Let's see who can close it out. A lot of back and forth aggression so far out from both teams. A nice demo out from Arju taking out Gyro. But now Angel and Tool are on the aggression. Tool is going to turn back the favor and take out Jazzy. As Tool goes for the shot, doesn't find it. Angel there to support, can't find it either. And Sai has to pop it up now, but Gyro is quick with it. He's up to the ball. He touches it, and now he's looking to get it onto it again. Doesn't find it, though, because Arju takes it out to the side, where Angel is ready to answer right back again. Gyro now going to head it out. Tool back to Gyro. Gyro hits the top post, but Angel is there trying to pass it out to someone. But now Gyro has to take it out of Sai's possession for a little bit and put it back on their side of the field. Jazzy has control now, tries to find another touch off of the first one. Can't find it, and Tool is there. Tries to find another touch, but can't. And Arju is there to close it out. And then Jazzy is going to find another save off of the shot from Tool. What a way to start out the first 2 minutes.
I mean, West Virginia looking pretty strong. They found some nice attacks. Definitely should have been a goal on that attack. The Saints getting away with one. Pretty lucky there. Saints had a bit of off time between those games. Had about 10 minutes to calm down, relax. And it's going to be West Virginia who are still hot after winning their last series 3-2. The momentum's in their favor. They're feeling good about themselves, and they're showing it by playing very, very good at Rocket League. But thankfully for the Saints, they've been able to withstand the initial push here from West Virginia. We're still tied up at 0 goals apiece with 2.5 minutes gone by. Going to be the Saints, though, who need to get this out of their half. A dangerous shot on target. Another one going to follow. And there it is. I mean, too much pressure from West Virginia University for Saints to withstand.
This is one of the rare moments today that I've seen the Saints actually struggle. We saw a little bit of a double commit there from Jazzy and Arju. Arju was coming in and he was just too high and didn't get the right shape on the ball to get it fully out. And that left James in a very precarious situation where he had to try and make a save, but didn't sadly get it. But now the comeback starts nigh as Arju kicks it off swiftly off of the pass from Sai. 1-1 now.
A beautiful play there. A very simple goal. Not really too much to it. A nice solo play into a pass, in West Virginia kind of let off the gas pedal for just 1 second, and that's what can happen when you play against the Saints. You don't pay attention for just the slightest moment, and instantly they come right back with a goal, and we're tied up at 1 apiece still. Plenty of a Rocket League left to play. This first game is so important. Whichever team can take this one increases their chances of winning the series dramatically, and also will get some momentum in their favor. So I'm sure the Saints want to start the series off with a message, but it looks like West Virginia are playing very good Rocket League today. So no matter which way this goes, this is going to be a great series that could more than certainly go 3 games.
The Saints are doing very well on the aggression, and it seems they love to get those quick and early picks, as Sai has to make a death-defying save, but can't get it out enough, and Tool, working for it, finds their second goal.
You have to wonder to yourself, what is Zai doing? Why is he allowing that to bounce off the post? That was such an easy save, it felt like. Could have gotten touched to it multiple times. That's just a massive blunder and a mistake from the Saints in a position where they can't really afford to do so. Their winners finals, the most important match of the day so far, and they're just not playing their best right now. They really need to lock into their prime form to try and get some advantages. West Virginia definitely playing the better Rocket League so far in this game.
They have the momentum, and they definitely have the players to back it up. But now Jazzy is going to try and stop that halt, and then try to put them in the back foot position now. Tool is up to it. Might have something to say, if not Jazzy there to shut him out yet again. Confident that they can close this out quickly enough, but not if Gyro has anything to say about it. But Arju gets right over him to where Angel is ready to defend it. And now Tool, a good 50 to get past Zai. Now is going to go up, going to try to find a bump onto Jazzy. Doesn't find it just yet. Angel from the sidewall is going to find a great block to get it out of their side, keeping it on the Saints, and Jazzy just pops it right over Gyro. And now Tool is there to bang heads with Arju, and Angel tries to find it in the goal, but sadly cannot. Now Saya's on the ball with Jazzy there to support him up to the side now. Doesn't have any boost to play with, and Gyro is just going to beat him out of there. Now Arju has to take it into his corner, and he has to get it out unless Angel is there to keep it on their side. The pressure right now is building up on the Saints end.
Yeah, 15 seconds. Saints need a goal to tie it up and bring it to overtime, but the way things are going, they haven't really had many opportunities. It's going to be Gyro controlling it here. Jazzy gets it up into the air. Tool gets the shot. There's going to be the third one. Game one will be going to West Virginia University. And I mean, Saints just don't look like they're on their A game to start this series. West Virginia caught them off guard, and a huge mistake by Zai obviously leads to the Saints having to put all their eggs in one basket, and easily a goal picked up here by West Virginia. We're going to take a quick 1-0 lead in the series.
You know, West Virginia are hungry for it. Saints, one of the top seeds in this tournament, definitely on their takeout list. Definitely something that they want to overcome, an obstacle that they see is in their way to achieving that first place position. And now Saints, after a day of chilling out, feeling a little risky here and there, testing out the waters, getting a little creative with it, have to lock it in now and get the work done. They have to get these passive plays, they have to get these goals, and they have to be on point. Otherwise, West Virginia are going to take it. And Theo, you and me are going to have a much longer day ahead of us.
Yeah, like we saw the Saints, as you said, having a very chill day, pretty easy day. We're playing very well, but the problem with playing how they were playing is they weren't really ever in a position where they could lose. So making those mistakes, they didn't really care about those mistakes. They're like, oh, it's okay, like we have way more goals. But in a game like this, one big mistake leads to a goal instantly. And in a game where you're playing against a very strong team, where it's so hard to find goals, mistakes like that are worth so much more. And I mean, you just have to think to yourself, if you're the coach, you have to tell your team, hey guys, like we're playing a very strong team in West Virginia who are riding a high right now. We need to really lock it in and make sure we just play a very good fundamental Rocket League, which is what the Saints are best at.
Shuffle definitely needs to get the boys locked in, but it doesn't seem like a picture-perfect start because it's already on their end, and Arju now has to take it down the entire field, wasting all of his boost, but it comes right back to them, and Sai, an awkward position, leaves it to Jazzy in another awkward position in a 50, now to Arju to try and get it out. Sai with a great clear down, but Angel is already on it, flying through the air with his beautiful wings, getting it back on the side of the Saints, and Gyro is there to disrupt Arju, doesn't get any shape or any good structure onto the ball, and now Sai to Arju, back on the ball yet again, gonna try and find it off of the side, but no, Gyro is there to block it out, and now the 1-2-3, Gyro disrupting it on the side, leaving it down for Tool or Angel, my apologies, to hit it right to him, and then just tapped it over both defenders on the St. Clair Saints side.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say how it is. West Virginia, for the first 6 minutes of this series, have just outplayed the Saints on every single level. Everywhere they could be doing better, they are. And yet again, they just start off hot. They start off in the Saints half. The Saints have had literally zero flow in their game. Finally, they get some attack here from Zai. A great solo play, but Gyro is there for the save. Seems like anytime Saints try and find anything, West Virginia is there for the answer. Another push forward. Jazzy gets back. A little desperation now from the Saints. It just doesn't seem like anything is going in their favor. They can't start any attacks. Defensively, they're looking a bit rough. They're giving up spots here and there. They have to double commit for a simple ball across the net. Finally, Arju takes it over his defender, and now there's an attack here for the Saints. He gets the demo, and that was what they needed, a quick shot of momentum.
Classic Arju play, seen it so many times today. He's in the air, leaves the ball for his teammate, and gets a beautiful boom right into the air. Way to tie it up.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen plenty of those demos here from Arju, as you said. And that's exactly what the Saints need. Not too much team play there, but technically a lot of team play, but not that much team play. It's just Arju making a play out of nothing. Takes on his defender, demos the other defender. Obviously, his teammate follows up for the goal. That's the teamwork that you need. But a big individual play there from Arju to get the Saints back in this one now. If this goes in, a full core launch, Gyro's back in time to defend. But it finally looks like Saints have found their footing a little bit here off the back of that one goal.
Saints need to continue this aggression, and they need to continue trusting each other unless opportunities like that are going to open up where it slips right by them. An angel from heaven is just going to snipe it into the net.
Another easy goal. Nobody from the Saints is back. Usually Arju is their big goalkeeper defender, but for a lot of these goals that West Virginia's been able to pick up, it's just been open nets. No real contest here from the Saints. So down 2-1, they're not looking good. It looks like West Virginia's fully in control, and they're looking to keep their winning bracket hopes alive. Saints need to really turn things up if they don't want to go down to that loser bracket.
No, and Sai and Arju up now have to be the catalyst to start this out with Sai close to follow. But no, Jazzy is now back. He doesn't have a lot of boost. Arju there, quickly saved there, able to support him, and now Sai has to follow that up, but Angel has a great 50 to knock it up into the air, and Jazzy just has to flip into it, passing it down to Arju, and Gyro is there for a quick save. Couldn't do anything else because they didn't have enough boost. They seem starved right now. Tool has the shot, but not the goal, because Sai is there to save it. Now, Arju, the mad lad, does he find another goal? No, he doesn't. He cannot find it over Angel, and Gyro now finds a little bit of control, but caught out by Jazzy. Now Sai has it, tries to go for a flick over one, finds it over Tool, but Gyro is there to save it. Jazzy gonna try to find it under Gyro, finds the demo onto Angel, and it's in the mid now. Now Arju, demoed out, finds it to Jazzy. Jazzy to Sai, side of a corner, cannot find anything still. They are keeping composed, they are keeping control, and they are not allowing Saints to capitalize on any of these opportunities.
Yeah, other than one amazing solo play by Arju, Saints haven't really had any dangerous opportunities. Arju tries to get it back into the middle. There's nobody for the Saints to follow. And West Virginia, a minute 30 away from being up 2-0 in this series. Saints need to go back badly. There's Jazzy right on cue. Doesn't get the initial shot to go in, but a nice lucky bounce for them. Tool leaves it on a silver platter. A much needed goal where Saints were struggling to find anything, but put themselves in a great position to steal a game away here.
Crisp double tap ties it up 2-2, but West Virginia is still up one game. In the back minds of the St. Clair Saints, they have to get past this, and they have to tie it up 1-1. Sai might be the one to start it, but he doesn't have a lot of boost. He finds one touch, tries to find another, but Angel is there to defend it, and now Gyro is there to find it over Arju with tools to support. Jazzy has to make the save, but Angel is there. It's on the net again, and now both try to make a pinch down to the other end, but Gyro is there to take control and to take it out of the hands of Arju, but Sai has the save and has to take it up to the wall now. Tool there to disrupt him, and Angel close to follow. Low boost and everybody's tanks, and Gyro puts a shot on net for Arju to save. Now to the side, Angel has control. Not if Arju is there to bump him out, but Tool gets an amazing 50 and leads with 3-2 for West Virginia.
And only 30 seconds left here. Tool gets the finish. Zai, too predictable there. Looks like West Virginia are going to be going up 2-0 unless the Saints can pull one back here, and they need to do it quickly. But with the way things have been going, I wouldn't be too sure that that's gonna happen here. Can the Saints pull one home? There's an opportunity for Arju. Is anyone gonna be there for the follow? No. Angel is able to find the clear. Now the counter starts for West Virginia. We just need to stall out this clock. Saints will have maybe one more opportunity to find a goal here. Let's see how they decide to play this. We're gonna find that clear with 10 seconds and ticking. One more chance maybe for the Saints as they get their push started with Zai. Tool is there for the clearance. Jazzy trying to keep it up. Zai is still trying to keep it up. It is still up. West Virginians have to be careful here not to overcommit. Arju gets a demo. Jazzy over to Zai. Can they find the finish? It was a great opportunity there for the Saints. But just like that, they go down 2-0, one game away from going sent down to lower bracket.
As soon as I saw the boom in the air, it was like deja vu. I thought it was going to be the exact same play we've seen out from Arju and Sire, Arju and Jazzy the entire day, but it just didn't happen. Jazzy just didn't have the right shape on it. And then Sai, he couldn't keep it off of the ground. It was going too fast. And with the wrong trajectory, has now given West Virginia 2 games to 0.
That's definitely not what we expected, but we'll just say how it is. West Virginia simply outplaying the Saints for the first few games, and now the St. Clair Saints need a reverse sweep. They just haven't really looked like themselves in this series, getting completely outmatched on every single aspect of the game. But series is still far from over. And look at the Saints trying to push for an early goal in Game 3. Won't be able to find it right there, but looks like they've come out with a different tempo here. They're playing with a lot more aggression now in this Game 3, and they were looking for an early goal.
Arju in the corner, going to try to top it off for Sai, but no Gyro and Tool are too quick to it. The double commit might come back to bite them in the butt, but it hasn't just yet because Angel has control. But now to Arju, has one touch. Low boost, tries to find another, but not if Tool is there. And now Angel is going to take it out of Sai's possession, and he's going to demo Jazzy as well in the back, who tried to get it out. And now Sai is sitting in his back corner. He tries to get it out as well. Doesn't find anything just yet as Gyro is there for the save. Arju had a shot as well. Now Tool has a shot, and no, Arju is there for the save. It's tick and tack, and now both teams are going back and forth, saving and shooting themselves. And now let's see if Arju can get up there with anything in his own pocket, get any shots on net. Let's see if they can continue this aggression wide across the entire field.
Yeah, Zai had his chance there for a shot on target. Wasn't able to find the goal. Now Jazzy will be clearing it all the way out here over into the corner. There's a dangerous chance here for the Saints, but just no real dangerous shots coming through. They get in these good positions, but the defense from West Virginia has been sublime, and now Saints have to be careful as the counterattacks from West Virginia have been pretty lethal in this series so far. Saints just really haven't looked like they're in flow, but here is a great opportunity. Jazzy might look for a bump here, but no, nothing happens of a great defense from West Virginia. There's still Jazzy flying through, nothing again. Saints just are not making the right reads at the right times, and West Virginia very happily will play this defense, wait for an opportunity to counter like they have, and look to strike.
There's 3 minutes left. We still have a lot of game left. So, boys, you can get back in this game. On West Virginia, they've been shutting them down at every corner that they have. And now Jazzy trying to make something happen yet again for his team. If not Arju to follow it up, going to try to take it low. But 2 defenders yet again for West Virginia are going to block it out. And now on the aggression, Angel's going to lead it. And he's going to get a goal to lead the game 1-0. Half of the game left. It seems grim for St. Clair Saints.
And just like I said, they're going to look for a counterattack and they're going to capitalize. It seems like the Saints' game plan has completely been outmatched by West Virginia's, and now West Virginia 2.5 minutes from moving on to day 2 and sending the Saints down to lower bracket, which they haven't been in day 1 in the first 2 CRLs. So it seems like the Saints are degressing here, but as I say that, Arju flies in out of nowhere, a much needed goal. Finally, something goes right. Zai with a beautiful pass, and West Virginia did not have numbers. Arju gets a beautiful finish there, and that's exactly what the Saints need to get back into the series.
It's a momentum changer. It's something that they need. It's something that has started a cataclysmic movement now. They're going to get a couple more goals behind this unless they start to fall to West Virginia, who have continued to shut them down. But Arju is going to put his second in a row in the net, and they take the lead now finally in the series.
All it takes is one goal to open the floodgates, and it looks like West Virginia just kind of a bit of a lack of concentration for the last few seconds. Your Saints, within a span of 10 seconds, score a couple very, very important goals as they look to start their reverse sweep here. I would love for the Saints to tack on a few more goals, really make this game a blowout, make it a statement, but it looks like Tool doesn't have the same idea. Shot on target there, great save by Jazzy to make sure the Saints maintain their lead and make their way in this reverse sweep. Jazzy has to find a crucial touch here. Tool puts it into the middle. Zai is there with the clear as it gets centered again. Nice save there from Arju, making sure no dangerous shots come through on target, but nobody's there. Out of nowhere, Zai flies, gets the save onto Tool's shot. That was a big save and could be a big momentum swing in this series.
It can, and now they're starting to come back. It seems more possible that the Saints are going to be taking this reverse sweep in their hands. And now Arju is going to take that touch, and Tool just flies right over it. But it's coming back to the Saints now, so Jazzy has to take a bit of control. Up to Arju, has one touch. Does he find another? No, he does not. But Sai has 100 boost, but sadly he's beaten out by Angel, who's going to follow this up, try to find the demo onto Jazzy, but doesn't find anything. Still, the aggression for the Saints. Jazzy trying to find a touch out to Arju, but Angel is up for it. Finds one over two, and now they have to get back on the backboard. They have to make this defensive. Gyro can touch someone, he doesn't. And now Jazzy is leading with the ball with Arju close to follow, trying to find something, but Angel is there to close it down yet again. Being shut down left, right, and center, and 30 seconds left. Looks like it's going to come down just a little bit. It almost went in and gave Saints a little bit of safety, but now 25 seconds left. They either have to keep up this defense or they have to push for the aggression, and they have to be able to get another goal on the board, and Jazzy might be the one to start it unless Tool is there for the save.
Yeah, I mean, Saints know if they get one more, this game is more than over. They do miss, but they have plenty of time to get back on defense. They have all the boosts they could ever want. They just need to stall this clock out. They need to get a game on the board. No overtime is the last thing they would want, and beautiful job there from the Saints. From the brink of death, Arju definitely gets a lot, needs a lot of credit for that one. Both of the goals scored, he's mainly their defensive player from what I've noticed, but he makes a lot of plays, and I think is definitely very key moving forward in the series.
I mean, talk about defensive player. You have to highlight Sai.
Yeah.
That quick eagle dive from the top of the net just to save that quick shot out from West Virginia was crucial, because if they lost that and they went 2-2, 2-1, that would have put them at a tie and sent them to overtime. And anything can happen in overtime, but now the reverse sweep has started. Let's see if it can continue, and the St. Clair Saints can take this 3-2.
It looks like Saints starting off hot. There's Zai Arju. Oh, it gets saved out there. That was a great opportunity to start off with a bang. Still going here, Jazzy. Garo is there for the save. Saints looking to start hot in this game 4, but can't get too ahead of themselves. West Virginia have shown time and time again on the counterattack is where they are most effective. As Saints might have a bit of an opportunity here. Zai, can he find the pass? No, a crucial interception from Angel. Make sure the attack from the Saints doesn't advance too far too quickly, as it's West Virginia putting on the pressure now. A big demo onto Zai. It's a very dangerous position here, but let's see if the Saints can clear it out. They're going to be able to do so for the time being. Here is Zai trying to find the touch. It does get up in the air, which will give both teams a little bit of room to breathe with, but it looks like Gyro might have a shot on target here. What a save into the top corner from Jazzy. Keeps the Saints afloat at 0-0 as West Virginia are putting on all of the pressure.
They are, and now it looks like Saints are going to return a little bit of it, but Jazzy is the only one back, and there's two attackers from West Virginia there to try and put it in the net, and happily Arju is there to support him. He's been around the entire map, and he's flying out left, right, and center. Now Sai is going to be the one to try and put it in front of the net. With closely following behind him is Jazzy, down to Arju, who finds the opening goal and might just be the play that gives them their second round and sends it over to Game 5.
What a shot there. We've seen it time and time again. Off of the pass, the finish is always there from Arju. It seems like the momentum might be shifting in the Saints' favor, but they have to be careful here. They're very vulnerable to these counterattacks from West Virginia. We've seen time and time again as there's another shot on target, a pretty easy save for Gyro, but there's Zai trying to get over to Jazzy in the middle. Two will be the first one to pick that one up. Arju doesn't get a touch on it, and what a save from Jazzy. 1-on-2 makes it there. These clutch saves from the Saints is what's keeping them alive in this series, and it just shows how good West Virginia is playing, which forces the Saints to make these crucial saves, which leads to an easy counter-attack and a goal for Zai.
When put on the back foot and when when confronted with a challenge, the Saints will overcome it. And what a save that was to lead into a goal that now gives them a 2-0 lead. Game 5 seems all but in their sights, Theo.
Absolutely have to agree with you there, Wyatt. But still, they cannot get too confident because they've relied on these hero saves that probably don't happen most of the time, but they've just gone their way. They've been relying on them a little bit too much, I would say, if I'm a fan of the Saints. And they've been finding good finishes on the other end. They've been finding great goals, but defensively still a bit of rough here. And it looks like Saints have finally hit a full throttle. Miss there, but still the Saints are full on attack mode, up 2 goals. This is what you love to see if you're a fan of the Saints. They want to keep tacking on, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. West Virginia now in a good heap of trouble. The Saints have fully blown this game wide open.
What play, just tapping it right around Angel, and then Tool just wasn't quick enough to it. And Arju and Jazzy able to get the 1-2-3 up now. Still half the game remaining on time-wise, and Saints have a lot of momentum behind them, which could lead into the next possible game, but that'll be wait to be said if Jazzy puts another one on the goal. 4-0 now. Seems like the mountain may be coming too tall to climb for West Virginia.
Yeah, I mean, in this game, more than certainly, I don't think West Virginia scored more than 3 goals this entire series. So, St. Clair, I mean, they're putting on a clinic now. They have really hit their stride, and that's exactly what you want to see. Maybe a bit late in the series, later than they would want. You know, down 2 games, down up against match point every single game. But if you're playing like this, they don't have too much to worry about their side. And leave it off to a team that is. You probably would think both teams might not be thinking too much about this game anymore. They might just be focused on this game 5. Obviously, they're gonna play it out. Saints gonna look to tack on, and that's exactly what they're gonna do. It looks like West Virginia is fully mentally checked out of this game 4, and I feel like they're definitely talking about what they want to do differently in the 5th game.
I mean, yeah, Angel with just terrible position right there, and Tool coming back with 0 boost in the tank. It was just an improbable situation with an improbable chance of saving it. And now they're 5 goals up, looking to continue it. Tool might be the one to deny it. Denies Arju definitely, but doesn't deny Sai because he's up. And it looks like Angel has just been overcome. But now Arju, a little bit of a pre-jump there. Definitely not needed, but Jazzy is there behind to try and pass it up to Sai to get another touch, but Tool is there to defend it. Now Jazzy tries to get over Angel, but Angel is too quick with it. Now Angel tries to get it into the center for someone to find. It's up on the backboard. Tool finds one touch, tries to find another to leave it for a teammate, but no, Arju is there off of the backboard with 0 boost to clear it out. A minute now counting down, and Jazzy tries to put a 6th on to the scoreboard, and now Sai is there with a beautiful touch to his own backboard to make the save. He was confronted with 2 attackers trying to pinch him out, but when caught with that kind of position and that kind of situation, he does not threat under any kind of pressure.
Yeah, a great job there from Sai making that save, as Saints a very great game 4 here in cruise control at this point, but can't get too relaxed. There's still going to be a game 5 coming up. Gyro gets a nice little consolation goal, maybe give his team something to get excited over in this game 4, which has been an absolute domination from the side of the Saints. And we're 35 seconds away from going to the all-important game 5. We have a bit of time before this game ends. Who do you think is going to take the game 5?
I mean, West Virginia, they got 30 seconds left, 4 goals in 30 seconds. Definitely a tall ask, but I think Saints have definitely got this as 20 seconds now counts down. Angel gets a pretty good demo onto Jazzy to open up some opportunity there, but with 15 seconds counting down, and with Arju having the ball in his hands, Tool having to save it out and clear it, it seems unlikely that West Virginia are going to get this 3-1. And it is going to be sent to a game 5 where St. Clair College have the opportunity to make the reverse sweep, or will West Virginia shut them down?
Yeah, that's the all-important question. And from what we've seen so far, what do you think is going to happen?
I have to say that I think the Saints will take this next one purely based on momentum. They've won the last two, looking to win a third in a row, and West Virginia, they've just seemed off. There have been those last two games have been two high-scoring games for the side of Saints, and West Virginia just haven't been able to combat it.
Yeah, I must agree with you. I think the Saints have really hit their stride, and West Virginia might be falling off the high that they were after winning the last series 3-2. Definitely an exciting series at that. And then going up 2 against the Saints, they were probably feeling as good as ever. They gave up a game which they maybe could have won that third game, and they got absolutely slaughtered in that fourth game. So Saints vibes going to be on the highest level. They're feeling good. They know that they're playing well. And on the other side, West Virginia, they might just be going downhill. And as a Saints fan, we might be rooting for the Saints here. So we definitely want to see them win here. And it would be a great story. A reverse sweep to end the day would be awesome.
It would be a very good close to the day. But what could also happen is the opposite, an untold prophecy of us going to the lower bracket and then Saints having to fight for their position in tomorrow's tournament yet again. But that's the truth to be told for another time, unless they can pull through. Let's see what happens, what truth will unfold, who will take game 5, and who will move on to day 2.
Let's get underway here. Zai, 50 in the air. Angel gets the ball in a dangerous position. Arju gets the clear for the time being, but Tool is causing some problems. A nice save. The follow-up from Gyro isn't too much to deal with. Saints now looking to start their counterattack. Jazzy and Tool up in the air. This is dangerous for the Saints. They have to be careful. Bumps coming in left and right. Zai's able to clear it out for the time being, but still, to start off this fifth game, West Virginia's all out on the attack. A huge clear there from Jazzy. Saints struggling really hard to get out of their own half. Now finally looks like they're able to do so. Trying to start the counterattack. Jazzy needs to find a 50-50 here. Is able to do so. There's a demo onto Gyro as well, so a bit of space to work with now for the Saints. Arju going one-on-one against Gyro. Gets it to go. What a finish there by Arju to give Saints a 1-0 lead.
Seems like the only prophecy that Arju is willing to accept is a win and a scoreboard of 3-2 in their favor and a spot in tomorrow's competition. Let's see if they can continue it. There's still 4 minutes left on the board, and West Virginia have more than enough time to answer back. Tool might be the one to start it out, unless the Saints can block it out like they have always done. And now Gyro is on the attack yet again, but Sai is going to tap it out. Now Jazzy, a little bit of tap trying to get it onto the net. Doesn't find it though, and now Tool has to flick it up out of their control to find Gyro, who's on the ball. 50s it out to Jazzy, 50s it out to Sai, and leaves it for Tool in the air to leave it in the center, trying to find something off of that. Angel might have the shot, he does, but Arju is there for the save.
And what I would love to see from the Saints is to not slow down, not play defensive, keep this attacking game plan that you've had with so much success, keep it going, stack up those goals, don't even make it a sweat in this game 5, just blow them out of the water. As West Virginia able to hang on defensively, and now the Saints have to get back quickly. Jazzy and Arju back in time. There is Zai finding a pass over to Jazzy. The counterattack starts for the Saints, but nice 50 there from Angel. Leaves a shot for Arju, maybe not the best there as the defense was there in time. Now Zai trying to get it towards the middle. Misses left and right. You can see the nerves from both teams definitely kicking in, but here's a wide open net. Jazzy flying in out of nowhere, making another hero save for the Saints. Time and time again, they're finding these big saves in these crucial moments, as now Jazzy looks to start the attack for the Saints. Zai misses on that 50 up in the air, and another save is going to be needed here from the Saints most likely. There is Jazzy putting it into the corner. Tool looking to find something, but there's Zai going to take a lot of pressure off the Saints defense and get it up the field.
Half of the game gone and half of the game remains. Both teams fighting for their position to be in tomorrow's tournament. Let's see if they can continue this aggression, because this whole game has just been back and forth, shots after shots, wonderful saves after wonderful saves. And who will be the one to crack through, break the ice, and start it out? Saints already have one on the board, looking to continue it, but not if Angel, Tool, and Gyro can come together to combat their aggression and tie it up. Tool in the mid with Gyro to support, trying to find something, unless Sai finds it in the air, taps one, and leaves it for Jazzy. Jazzy looks to find another touch off of that, and Arju tried to slip underneath it to just tap it right above both defenders, but sadly could not find a high enough touch. And now Sai is going to find it under one, but Gyro is there to defend it. And Arju is now in the midfield, going to find one flip reset, doesn't find anything else off of it, but is bumped out now from Gyro. Has to back up a little bit, but he's on the ball yet again because he stole out the 100 boost from Gyro. Tool now topping it up. Can he find anything? No. Tool is there now. Angel is there off with the crossbar. Gyro has got a free net, tries to find it in. It's a bit of a skirmish in front of the Saints goal net, and he cannot find anything. The Saints live on to fight another day, and a minute is left on the scoreboard.
I mean, West Virginia are throwing the kitchen sink here, and they're gonna get another opportunity. Zai gets a crucial touch, and this is gonna give Saints a great opportunity for a counterattack. Can they find it? Jazzy gets it under the defender. Arju has a couple defenders to beat, is not able to do so. Zai coming in on the follow though. It's gonna drop in front of the net. There's Jazzy. Great save from Tool. 45 seconds and ticking. It's West Virginia who are the ones who need a goal desperately, but Saints looking to hold on. 35 seconds and ticking. Zai gets completely wrapped, and the goal comes in from Tool. Saints fall under the pressure as now we're tied up at 1 goal apiece.
It was a great play. We have to acknowledge that. It was a great play from Gyro to just knock the remaining offender out of the way. And now 34 seconds left. It doesn't seem like anybody could get a goal in that time, so we may see overtime unless a rising star player can ignite. It may be Jazzy. He's got control of the ball. He doesn't have a lot of boost though. He's got to find a flip reset, try to get over Angel, but no Angel is there to stop him. Sai close to follow, tries to get it over another, has it up for Arju, down, but no! Gyro is going to make a save off of 0 boost. He picks up the 100 now, and 8 seconds countdown. Jazzy has it in the air, but Angel takes it out of his grasp, and now Arju has it in the mid. Tries to find another on the Gyro, but no, it's coming back to the Saints side, and now Jazzy thankfully cuts it to the ground, and we have overtime in Game 5.
Game 5 overtime. It doesn't get much better than this. Let's see if the Saints can pull off the reverse sweep, or are West Virginia gonna be stopping that one in their tracks. What a crucial goal there with 30 seconds to go for West Virginia. As now the Saints looking to finish the game off right here. Have to be careful on this counterattack. Jazzy is there with the initial clear. Gets in big pinch into the corner. Gyro is here. Arju trying to play the defense. Have to be careful here. Angel tries to fly in out of nowhere. Tool here as well. All 3 members from West Virginia pretty far pushed up as Saints look to start the counterattack, and now they're gonna have a bit of control of the ball, but that's a big demo. Zai has to find a big save here. Have to be careful. Tool flies in out of nowhere. The save is there. Now Zai gonna look to start the counterattack here for the Saints. It drops in front of the net. The finish isn't there. It's complete chaos as a minute has gone by in overtime.
A great pinch out from Arju to get it out of their side, trying to get it out to the side, but now they have to come back because the back foot is on them, and they have to play defensively. Jazzy has to get it to his teammate who has more boost than him, but now he's got nothing, and now Sai has to make a clear out into the hands of Tool. Gonna try to take it over another, but doesn't have enough boost to do it. Now Jazzy is gonna leave it to Arju, who has a shot, but Gyro has the save, and now Sai close to follow. He has to get this out to his teammate. Arju has full boost, and he takes it to the side where Angel is there. Doesn't have anything in the tank, but has a flip, has a dream, and has the confidence. Arju in the air again, gets it over. Tool just doesn't know. He doesn't get it.
No
and
boost.
Now Jazzy has to make the save. It seems like Saints are being shut out yet again like they were in the early games of this series. And now Tool is going to try to put it on net again, but Arju is going to save it. Gyro in the mid, going to set up for Angel, but Jazzy has the save, and now he's going to try to follow it up with 13 boost. He taps it out, but Gyro is in the mid to stop it, down to Tool, and now Angel is up for it, takes it into the air. Jazzy doesn't have anything in the tank, but he still wins the 50, and now Gyro is going to just pop it up to the backboard, where Sai has to make an awkward save, has to take it out of the ground, where Arju has the full boost and it has control, but Gyro is out of position a little bit. Now Angel and Tool have to back it up, a little bit of a pinch out, and Gyro, he hasn't grabbed the 100 he has now, but he's in an awkward situation. Jazzy has control of the ball, but Angel is going to clear it out. And now Gyro takes a little bit of control in the mid, but both teams have been skirmishing for control of this ball and for the next goal to close it out.
I mean, 2.5 minutes of overtime, game 5. It doesn't get much better than this. No huge opportunities for either side as both teams playing relatively defensively, but it's definitely been West Virginia with a bit more pressure as Arju could start an attack here for the Saints. Jazzy is going to follow up. The save should be pretty easy here for Gyro here in this corner as he's going to look to start the attack for his side. Zai and Arju need to play some solid defense there. Arju finds the initial push. Jazzy gets the clearance. Both teams trying to play mistake-free Rocket League, and that's exactly what's happening here. There's a dangerous shot on target. The save's pretty easy though from Gyro here. Zai has to find Arju. He's been the playmaker. Gyro flies in out of nowhere, finds the save. Tool doesn't get the best touch there as Jazzy flies in out of nowhere. Angel now looking to start the attack. Arju though will be there to intercept it in the air, looking to get it to a teammate. Can he get it? A nice pass there, but Gyro's there for quite the easy save. A demo came out as well in the meantime for West Virginia as Jazzy has to find an attack here. This could be it. Angel gets a crucial touch. Arju tries to get it back in the corner, but everyone back on defense. Zai has a shot on target, and there it is. He finds the winner in game 5, and it's going to be your Saints moving on to day 2.
The CRL 2023 World Champion lighting it up when it matters most. 3 minutes and 40 seconds of overtime. What a way to end out your winners finals of day 1 here at CRL Open number 3.
I mean, that was, my voice is going. That was an insane game right there. Overtime, game 5 doesn't get much better than that, and a nice goal to finish off. You know, a save was almost made, which probably would have made my heart explode, but it wasn't made. The Saints are victorious, and yeah, good job by the Saints there.
Yeah, I mean, at times I saw it was like the exact same team facing each other. Like in the middle of the map, there was just a mirror because Gyro and Arju had the exact same role in the game.
Yeah.
Both of them, when they had 100 boost, were in the correct position to take the ball off of a clear or to stop it from getting cleared in the mid. And that was really what the battle was all about. It was a battle between those two in the mid and in the perfect position to accept those clears, to allow it to get in the right position for their teammates because they had most of the control and most of the saves as well. I mean, Gyro had at least 4 or 5 saves in that last game alone, not to mention what the rest of the team had to account for.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a top tier of Rocket League series, all 5 games. The Saints are victorious. West Virginia, though, what a series by them. They'll be making their run in lower bracket. I'm sure we'll see them in day 2 with the way they played, and we can take a look at the whole bracket. Saints Green had a very easy day, 3-0s across the board, but in the last series of the day, they go down 2-0. West Virginia has them by the throat. They're winning game 5 with 30 seconds to go. A goal gets pushed through, and in 3 minutes of overtime, they finally close it out. But what a day it was today of Rocket League, you know. A great job to everyone. Let's see how our Saints goal team is doing. They're down there. They're still playing. They're down 2-0 to Columbia, but maybe they'll pull off the reverse sweep, and then they're going to take on Drexel. So we're going to wish them the best of luck. They're over on saints.ca too, I believe. If you want to watch some more Rocket League action, that's where you go. But I think that's it for us today.
Yeah, it is us for today. I mean, it's been a long day. It was an exciting day. I mean, not the best start to it because we had a lot of like very quick, very simple games to get through. But then that last game, not only was it game 5, not only was it overtime, but it was a reverse sweep. The three categories I would say that would make the perfect grand final of any tournament.
Yeah, absolutely. Still, you know, it is day 1. Still a lot of Rocket League left tomorrow, and probably the more important Rocket League. But this victory for the Saints, huge, very, very important. But they weren't playing their best that entire series, but the only thing that matters in the end is the victory, and they were victorious. But with all that being said, we're going to start to close things out. Thank you to our sponsors, Subway to Important, St. Clair SRC, St. Clair Alumni Association, and Alienware. Thank you to everyone who made the stream possible. Ari, Daniil, Wyatt helped out as well. I'm just here. I just talk. And thank you to our players for showing a great performance for us today. Thank you guys for watching. We'll be seeing you tomorrow at 1 p.m. as well. And thank you guys for watching. Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day.